All right, how we doing, everybody? Welcome to another session. Oh, why is that not going? It should. There we go. It's fixed. All right, welcome to another session of Tyranny of Dragons here on Forgebreaker. Tonight, we're going to continue making our way through this tomb that almost killed us last week. Hopefully, we do a little better this time. That's my only hope. Let's see, what do we got? Empires tomorrow. That's their first session back since the crossover event. Then we have Fate's game night on Thursday. Maybe delayed, I'm not sure. Then D&D replay on Friday. Ascension Sunday. Tyranny's back on Monday, and then Giants is back next Wednesday. So lots of stuff coming up. Hope you're here for it. Let's check with the others and see if they're about ready to go. You guys good over here?
I think everybody's here.
I am here.
Sweet.
Indeed.
Everybody's here. All right. Just a reminder, Willie will not be joining us tonight and maybe a couple sessions ahead as he takes care of some work stuff. So, just be aware of that. Alrighty. So, last session. You started off after slaying the mosaic chimera creature. You started to investigate further into this tomb. You started to go through one of the doors that had an interesting depiction of 3 wizards upon it, but ultimately found that the doors were holding in a collapse on the other side of them, as rocks poured in from the other side, assaulting stone skull in the process, though it didn't hurt him too much. Not seeing a way through the collapsed ceiling, you continued to the north. You found yourself in a circular chamber with odd-looking blood-red mushrooms on the floor around a well full of water. You began examining this room, finding a contraption that seemed to let water poured into a basin into another room, or at least down some kind of slope, though you couldn't really figure out why from your current position. You continued on after not finding anything of import and went down a long hallway. You all noticed what appeared to be hidden doorways on either sides of this hallway, about halfway down it. After opening them, you found a several feet drop leading down to a set of stairs below you. You ventured down the stairs to the east into a room with these directions are wrong, so I just did them cardinal, but still, whatever. Made your way down the stairs into a room with several hideous looking bearded devils inside of it. They were initially not hostile to you until you all decided that they needed to leave one way or another. A fight broke out, and even though the devils fought wildly, it was ultimately in vain, as they were all slain and sent back to whatever hell they came from. Quickly carrying on with your exploration, you found yourself in an oddly familiar room. This large room held a huge basin within the middle of it that seemed to be eerily similar to the one you saw depicted on the large double doors seen previously. You found the spout of the basin contraption led into this room, though you couldn't figure out why, since any water you had put into the contraption evaporated shortly after it was taken from the pool. You saw remains of a battle that had occurred in this room, with something or many somethings firing arrows from the east from another set of double doors that were now closed before you. You decided to go through those double doors. You looked around this new room and saw this very eerie looking chamber with a large sarcophagus lying in the middle of it. The whispered warnings that you've been getting ever since you entered this area at various times warned that nothing should be disturbed in this chamber. So you decided to immediately leave it, lest face whatever wrath may come upon you. You ventured back to the south, only to find a large room with a giant man sitting upon a throne. As you approached him, he told you that tribute was required, lest you be found disrespectful. You all saw a large pile of various treasure and some useless items laid at the feet of this giant man. Deciding it was in your best interest to follow his words, you paid tribute of various degrees, feeling that you had appeased him as he returned to being motionless after everyone paid tribute.
Gentleman Joe, thank you for the host.
You saw 2 doorways leading from this chamber, and decided to go through both of them at the same time. In the south room, you found a completely empty, partially destroyed library. You also found a ghost that seemed to be haunting and guarding this chamber. This long-dead woman demanded that you take nothing from the library, though you clearly saw nothing remained in it, not that she seemed to notice. You learned she was a follower of this Diderius you had heard of, and had been cursed and forced to guard this chamber due to a misunderstanding. After determining that this woman seemed a bit off her rocker, you politely exited from the room, shutting the door behind you. As you investigated the north doorway, you found a large room with nothing really in it, aside from a very small exit letting in some light from the outside. Another whispered warning crawled through your minds, and Ignalia was able to feel the need to salute in a way of an old deity. After instructing everyone to do so, and you all following through with it, an ever-growing sound of rumbling all around you in this chamber completely stopped, seeming to stop whatever may have been about to happen. After exploring this chamber further, you continued down the hallway you had found some time ago to head back towards the secret compartments. Max, unfortunately, triggered a large rolling ball of bones, rolling quickly down the hallway directly at him. With some quick movements and apt use of his shield, he was able to withstand the impact of this ball. After moving through the hallway, you found yourself back at the stairwell you had discovered before. You went up at this time and found yourself at a door with a large goblet inscribed upon it. You ventured into the room, and it seemed to be a grand bedchamber of who you could only assume belonged to Diderius. As you began to examine the room, however, you found it growing colder, and then you saw several undead specters all around you that began attacking you. The battle was hard, as you found your weapons and spells just weren't able to fully damage these creatures, aside from the well-timed radiant damage from your paladins. After Max was almost killed, you were able to finally slay all of these terrifying ghosts, and you find yourself alone in this chamber now. So as you look around the chamber once again, the heat of battle kind of wafting off of you, you see this bedchamber still contains an elegant bed, a set of bookshelves, a large wooden chest, and a side table set with ewer and goblets. As you look around, you don't see much more in it, but it seems to be fairly secure, albeit, at least until recently, it was haunted by several powerful creatures. What do y'all want to do?
What did we discuss last time? Didn't you say you wanted a short rest, Stonespill?
Yeah, I definitely need to stop and rest for a minute.
We can definitely rest, I believe.
Well, as a caster, I'm nearly on empty, unless we long rest.
Well, we can keep pushing through until we get to a point where we can do that.
The biggest question, though, is where didn't we go yet?
Do you think maybe we missed something along the way?
Well, we did kind of completely skirt the room with, what was it, a sarcophagus in it?
Yeah, large sarcophagus.
Yeah, we kind of noped and just turned around, so I'm guessing it's there.
Why?
That one was the one with the big well, right?
Next to it.
Gotcha. There was no other doors over there. Unless we mess with the sarcophagus. That would be the touching of the things that told us not to do.
I mean, I can't see all the walls in there right now, so maybe there's something there.
Just barely looked at that room and saw a sarcophagus, felt a warning, said, "Nah, we're good," and left.
We can go back there?
Since we've cleared the path ahead, could we possibly short rest as we're just slowly kind of making our way back over there?
You could try, for sure.
Would you guys be willing to do that?
Yeah.
Slow the pace down, take some time, examine this room, and then kind of meander our way over.
That works with me.
Okay. Could you give me the description of this room again?
Sure. As you look around this bed chamber, you see it still contains a very large, elegant bed, sets of bookshelves that do have some items on it, a large wooden chest, and a side table set with somewhat looking pristine and clean ewer and goblets.
I'm gonna wander my way over to the chest and first do the obvious, poke it with the great sword to make sure it doesn't try to attack me.
It bites off the end of your blade.
Your magic sword screams.
No!
The hell you doing? Nah, you poke it. A hollow kind of sound comes from it as you do so, but nothing untoward happens.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look it over, just see if I can see any kind of traps or anything initially, and then try to get it open.
Okay. If you're looking for traps, give me an investigation check.
This'll go well. Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you look it over, checking the seams and such, the one thing you're able to notice, you don't see any traps and such, but it seems like you can't put even the breadth of your fingernails up into the seams of this chest. It seems like it's completely airtight. Though you don't see a lock or anything on it, it just seems to be very, very well made.
Huh. And I'm able to notice that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn to Rilgar and say, what do you make of this? This seems a bit unnatural, don't you think?
Okay. Also, roll me an investigation check. Go ahead and do it with advantage since you're kind of being told what to look at. Okay.
Yeah.
Rogar, as you start to look around this chest, you notice exactly what Stone Skull is talking about. As you look around the seams of this chest, you can't get any kind of fingers through it and such. You just kind of run your hand along. It almost seems like a solid seam all the way around it, where you can clearly see where the two bands of metal come together for the lid and then the top portion of this chest. I'll say, just from your adventures up to now and things that you knew previously as you were investigating into stuff into your backstory, you know that there are sometimes chests constructed like this. They're pretty expensive to make, but they're made in such a way to be airtight so that anything you put into them will stay the same and stay in the same condition forever, for the most part, as long as the air inside of it won't deteriorate it. And you've noticed in several areas where things are very ancient and old and such that the passage of time definitely takes its toll over items that have been left there. You know, normal mundane things, clothing and things of that nature will not survive the passage of time. But if something like that was put into a chest, such as this, that is airtight, time slows and almost stops when it comes to damaging these kind of items.
One might say it's very valuable inside this chest, or at least sought after. There's no visible lock on it.
Nope, just shut. You do see the latch, you know, the kind of hanging latch that comes over where a lock could be placed through like a padlock, but there is no padlock on this chest.
I can't tell if it's magic because I don't know anything about magic. Sorry, friend. I've heard of these chests, but I don't see any way that we can get in there without damaging it or contents inside.
You would know that opening it isn't necessarily going to affect the stuff inside of it immediately. It's just going to open it up to normal, conditions. Think of it as stasis for mundane items inside that chest.
So kind of getting that sense, I'll kind of reach down and just kind of grab onto the lid and try to just pull it up and open, see what's inside of it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, as you reach down to grab hold of this chest, you very carefully pull back the little latch covering over this loop where a padlock could go so that you can open it properly. And as you pull on it, you notice there's a good amount of resistance, and you actually hear a little bit of let's say a squeal, but kind of the squeak of metal on metal as you have to struggle a little bit to start opening this, breaking the airtight seal. But after a moment or so of struggling against it, you're able to pull the lid up and then finally open it. And you see some stuff inside of it. As you look inside this chest, you see 7 silk robes that are completely kept free of rot. They look pretty finely made. The right person could maybe fetch some gold. As you're looking further into it, you see a couple of scrolls wrapped up, much like you've noticed spell scrolls to be preserved. And you also see what appears to be a amethyst set ring lying in it as well.
Okay. Kind of motion. Ignalia has our bag of holding, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Kind of motion back to Ignalia. Kind of show her what's in this this chest, and obviously it doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but I say, do you want to take any of this with us? Do you think it'll be helpful?
Well, I don't know if the robes are really your color, but... And I'll start scooping them into the bag.
I somehow doubt they'll fit.
Did you say these scrolls are unused, or do they actually have something on them? Can I tell what they are?
You could open them up and give me an Arcana check.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
You can definitely tell that these are spell scrolls. Y'all recognize all of you recognize these now. Nice. So as you're looking over these scrolls, you kind of go through some of the glyphs, looking back and forth. You recognize a good portion of them. And as you look over it, your eyes kind of widen a bit as you recognize these both as spell scrolls of protection from energy.
Ooh, that's good.
I will look that up.
That is really good.
Essentially resistance to a picked type of damage that you select.
Mm-hmm.
Concentration, 1 hour. 3rd level spell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will go ahead and just... Well, I'm going to hand one to Tara and explain what it is, and then holster one myself.
I will accept it.
How do spell
Okay.
scrolls work for her?
She can basically sense the arcane energy from them and
Okay.
read it that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and failing that, I'm just going to tell her what words to say, and she's going to remember it.
There's a definite plot hole when it comes to spell scrolls.
Hey, it doesn't say you have to read them. It just says you have to verbally say, whatever's there.
And kind of looking around the room, you said there are some bookshelves and stuff with some other random items on them as well.
Mm-hmm. As well as a side table with this urine.
Bowl.
Goblets. I was trying to figure out how many goblets were there. 4
What
goblets.
type of items are present on the bookshelves?
As you look around the bookshelves, you find a few things. You find some magical treatises and notes on divination that seem to have also withstood the ravages of time. Stone Skull, you can't quite make out exactly what they're talking. It seems to be a little bit above your level, but maybe another person that's a little bit more in tune with the arcane would be able to understand what's written there. As you're looking around the room as well, you actually find what appears to be a book. It's kind of crumbling in its form. Obviously been here for a very long time, but you're able to at least read the title of it. And it reads Transubstantiality Across Potentialities. And you find that actually stuck between the bed and the wall, but very obviously so.
Sounds pretentious.
Sounds like something a pretentious wizard would write.
Mm-hmm.
Say that 5 times fast.
No.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so none of this matters to Stone Skull. He just kind of looks it over and kind of shrugs. Walks around just kind of admiring the room, even though I'm sure there's plenty of dust everywhere.
Definitely.
Can I check over this amethyst ring? Is there anything special about it?
I will say based off your previous Arcana check, you can definitely tell that it seems to radiate some kind of magic, though you're not exactly sure what it is.
Oh, okay.
Amethyst ring. Interesting.
As you look over the room, your eyes starting to fill with magical energy, able to recognize it now. You look over the items that everybody has kind of proffered up to this point. You look down at the ring, and you can definitely see it radiates schools of magic. Figure out which one this is. It seems to evocate, or not evocate, it seems to radiate this kind of dark purple tint around it that you recognize as objuration, though exactly what it's doing, you can't quite tell. The protections for energy also doing much the same. The scrolls that you found. You see that the robes that you just put in there do not show anything. None of the items that Stone Skull was able to find seem to radiate any magic. They seem to be somewhat mundane. However, your eyes catch over towards the goblets and the ewer, and you see all of them, all 5 of these items are radiating magic as well.
Interesting.
All right, I'll put the ring into my pocket to look at in a little bit. Head over to the over to the goblets and the, what did you call it?
A ewer.
I don't think I've ever heard this word before in my life. What?
Really?
Like a, isn't,
It's like a pitcher.
Yeah, essentially a kind of an extravagant pitcher. It's got a kind of thin nozzle, or almost looking like a pipe going up to the top of it, where it has a flanged end where you could pour out of it, and then it widens up to a wide base where seemingly a liquid could sit inside there.
All right, Google's giving me some weird images, but I get the idea.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll head over to them and start looking them over. What kind of magic are they radiating?
I'm going to guess enchantment.
You see that they are also radiating abjuration magic.
Oh, abjuration. Okay.
It's like there's a theme.
Hey,
All
Ren.
right. And I'll just point out to the group. There's something out of the ordinary with these as well. And I'll shove them into the bag just to look at. I think I kind of have to like take a real short rest to look these things over. I can't just like be wandering while I do it.
Yeah, not so much. You'd really have to focus on the items, or if you wanted a much quicker route, cast Identify on them.
Hey, Terry.
Okay. Do I have Identify?
I don't know, do you?
No, I do not. That was Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have it?
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he does. I was thinking of that one-shot wizard I made.
Yeah, but he has no. He has 2 spell slots left.
Are they first level?
No, they are 3rd and 4th level.
Why the fuck did he save a 3rd and 4th level spell slot?
I'm gonna
What are
cast Identify at 4th level.
What are we doing?
Wanting to
Berating
identify
Willie for having a
things.
4th level spell slot left.
We
I
found
found some magic items.
Yeah, we found
Yeah,
magic
the ring.
items and the urine pitchers that are also magical apparently.
The what in pictures?
The Ewer
Or
goblets.
the ewer and the goblets.
Gotcha.
And I gave you a scroll, so you better have that in your inventory.
Yeah, I was here.
That scroll.
I just had to check out my wife because she wouldn't know yet.
It's alright. Yeah, I've got those, but I need like a true short rest to start looking over any of them, so we'll have to do that later.
Oops, sorry guys. Okay. Yeah, I think that's everything. Shall we continue?
Yeah. Slowly make our way over there.
Yeah.
Just straight across the hall, right?
Yeah, we could go straight across over here and then up and around.
Alright. How fast or slow do I have to go?
It's not super far. You know, it's less than. I mean, hell, total distance. Is 130 feet, which most of y'all could cross in less than a minute if you really started huffing and puffing.
Yeah. To take an hour to do this is actually comically slow.
Yeah, like y'all are stopping and chit-chatting for a little bit and then moving forward again.
It's a beer tasting, okay?
Buffing scratches out of Mr. Pebbles.
Yeah, I'm drinking beer. I don't know about the rest of these guys. Hey, you remember that time that we fought those things in this room? Yeah, good times.
What thing? You're stepping in it. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like Max would say something along those lines. Good riddance. They didn't need to be here anyway. So as you continue on, taking your time, kind of surveying rooms as you do so, not really finding anything of import as you continue on. You find yourself once again in this very large room with this set of double doors still open, as you did not close them when you left, leading into this large room, or somewhat large room. As you look around it once again, you see this 20-foot high chamber is lit by braziers, imbued, still just kind of glowing very brightly, even though some time has passed since you last came here. A massive stone sarcophagus sits atop a stepstone dais at the center. As you look around this room, you see the walls are decorated with life-size frescoes, showing some kind of deity-like figures that you don't recognize.
Is there anything that would, like, hint us, like, any of those frescoes that depict any kind of, like, imagery that would almost be, like, instructional?
All of them seem to be holding the same kind of stalwart pose of having their arms crossed over their chests in an X with their eyes closed. You don't really see anything, especially with the clues and hints that you've had up to this point that seem to be instructional in nature.
Okay.
Are these gods that we don't know, or is these gods that I need to go see if I know?
I mean, you can make a religion check and see if you know.
I will do that. No.
Nope.
It's like clearly a human man, and I'm like, it's Tiamat.
Yeah, you'll get the benefits of a short rest if that's what you wanted to do.
I want
You could have
100%
done it
do.
in that other room without penalty, so just say either way.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna use my Sword of Burning Devotion to regain some sorcery points.
Okay.
Okay.
Make sure you're adding your con modifier to that, Tony.
Yeah, it was. And that gets me to full.
Okay. Let's see. Give me one more religion check. Ignalia.
Really?
That's unfortunate.
Slightly better.
As you're looking around,
Well, that helps at least. A little bit.
Why did I just disappear from the map?
I don't know. Can you see yourself now?
Hey, yeah. Alright, I'm back.
Mm.
Yeah, you don't recognize the first one. What about the second one? Let's see.
That's some good rolls right there. I'm okay with that.
Not a lot of information on these. That's unfortunate. You recognize the depiction of it is very ancient, and you kind of remember teachings and long lost lore of some. You almost have to call them settlements because they weren't quite countries, though back then they pretty much were countries. It seems like these are gods that were worshipped back then, though their names, unfortunately, have just been lost to time. Once again, as you all begin to enter into this room, you still get that sense, that kind of mental warning that it would be disrespectful to disturb anything here. Everything should remain as it is.
Well, should we be disrespectful?
Do you think they mean leave the dust alone too?
I'm going to make the symbol for, or what is it, the salute for Maestro, just to see if it does anything.
As you do so, raising your hand kind of in the air as if holding a lantern, it doesn't seem like anything seems to happen, but as you kind of look around the room after doing it and take a step forward, kind of looking a little bit closer at this large sarcophagus before you, you hear a deep, clear voice issuing from this coffin, saying, "You approach Diderius in repose. I know what you seek." A few
Do we
moments,
all hear this?
Yeah, you all hear this radiating directly from the coffin, like somebody standing in front of you.
Wait, what do I seek?
As you all kind of look around, trying to figure out where the voice came from and such, the voice issues from the coffin once again. It says, "To gain this knowledge for what you seek, one Varum that you have been sought or seeking for some time, I require one of you to stay. One to speak with for a time."
Wait, what? Will Mr. Pebbles be enough?
Mr. Pebbles will gladly stay.
As you say that, the voice pauses for a moment, not really seeming to respond. And then it says, once again in this kind of clear, deep voice, "No, your construct will not suffice. There is one among you whose history I would like to divulge upon."
Which one of us would that be?
As you say that, Maximilian steps forward around you, his head kind of tilted to the side. He says, "I do have a history that is somewhat convoluted, and if you do have information regarding it, I would happily stay behind and speak with you." And with that, he turns towards the party. He says, "Do you think you would be able to handle this on your own? This is important to me."
We'll be fine. You're the one that got knocked down a little bit ago. You should get some rest while you can.
I'll turn to Max and kind of reach a hand out and say, if you believe this is best, then we'll believe your word as we always have.
Oh, you don't have enough time, Command.
No.
Sad about it. All right, just trying to remember where we are so I can give this to Max. With that, he nods.
I can mark it.
Okay. With that, he nods, still looking a bit hesitant. He says, "There are things about my past that I don't know. I've gotten glimpses in our time together, mostly in sleep or when I took too much damage, much like before." And he kind of looks over towards the sarcophagus. Says, "If this voice, whom I can only assume is Diderius himself, has information on it, I would very much like to know it. And if it lets us continue ultimately towards our cause, it seems like something worthy seeking out."
Kind of looking back towards the sarcophagus, Stone Skull will say, "And how long will you be keeping our friend with you?"
With that, with another pause as your words trail off, this deep voice issues once again from the coffin. "Not long, certainly not any longer than necessary for you to find what it is you were seeking."
Again, I'll turn back over to Max and just kind of nod and say, again, if this is best and this is what you need so that we can complete our mission, then I am all for you doing so.
With that, Max nods, obviously grateful for you agreeing to this, and he steps forward towards the sarcophagus, standing next to the steps. He says, "Diderius, I will speak with you if you will have it. My friends will continue on to what we seek, and I will stay behind." Another somewhat long pause of a few moments goes by, and then the voice says again, "Very well. Yuan-Ti have taken the one called Verum beyond their portal in the northern wall. Be prepared, for I shall open the way to peril."
Peril sounds much too.
Never heard of the place.
And as this happens, you hear a chiming sound. And as the chime kind of goes away, you look over and see Max looking down at his hands. And he starts to turn them over, and you see his fingertips beginning to fade. His hands, then his arms, and you see his entire body is beginning to fade, almost to an inky blackness as it swallows him up. And as this blackness disappears, so does Maximilian. In the breath of a moment of Maximilian vanishing from you, you hear loud clanking and seeming like gears are rotating. And then you hear the hard sound of stone upon stone as a hidden passageway on the northern end of this room to your right opens and swings upward. you see beyond it some very surprised-looking lizard folk.
Oh, of course, there's more lizard folk.
I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
My favorite thing: murdering innocent lizard folk.
Guilty until proven innocent.
We don't want to hurt you.
It's the exact opposite of how the
Run
judicial system works.
Is it though? Is it though?
Well, I mean,
For you, yes.
yeah, I was about to say I'm not black, so
Neither
And
am
race
I.
issues in D&D. All right.
Yay.
hey, he started laughing first. I don't feel bad.
It's
Also,
not
his name's
racist if
Kevin
he
in
laughs.
Discord like a half an hour ago.
As you see this doorway rising before you, you clearly see these lizard folk looking kind of aghast with it rising. And then they all immediately
I
stand
don't
up, holding
wanna
their
kill
clubs and
innocent-
javelins, obviously ready for a fight.
I mean, I don't want to kill
You will all
innocent
have
lizard folk,
A
but
surprise round.
I will if I need to. Just saying. These poor lizard folk.
Not gonna know what hit them.
What did he say about people who went through the northern wall?
His words were, Yanti have taken the one called Verum beyond their portal in the northern wall. And then he said, be prepared, for I shall open the way to peril. Obviously warning you that something is waiting for you.
I mean, I still don't see it, but
Now, you can see it for information's sake, just because you can't. There are lights inside this room, even though you can't really tell. They are leaking light into the next room, so you can see that as well. Wonder, do I have dynamic lighting for it? Ooh, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Here, does that help a little bit?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, there you go.
That helps.
All right. So, once again, you will all have a surprise round as you completely catch these lizard folk off guard.
Does anyone else not see the turn order?
I see the
I see
turn
it.
order. Do you have it minimized?
Nope. And let me refresh.
Okay.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, Rogar, you will be the first to react.
I haven't used it in a while. I'm going to pull out my longbow.
Okay.
Speak up.
I'm going to pull out my longbow. That's
He's always so
Oh,
quiet.
yeah. Well, within range of a longbow.
okay.
There. I'll turn him up. You guys should hear now.
25 will hit. Do you get sneak attack on that?
Hold on. Hold.
If it's a surprise round?
Yeah, I think he does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Does he get advantage?
Not really.
I'll say just for purposes, you definitely get a sneak attack on this, so go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage.
That's 48.
It's
D8.
only 48.
46.
I was gonna say, you're up in the die a little bit there, bud.
Go.
Nice.
Nice extra damage.
All right, so that's yeah, more than enough. So yeah, as Rogar sees this doorway opening up and immediately catching sight of these very armed lizard folk that seem to definitely be guarding this door, he quickly raises his longbow up to his cheek and lets an arrow fly. It flies very true, hitting this guy right in the chest, instantly knocking him to the ground as he gasps in his death throes. Anything else?
Here?
Okay. All right, Tara.
I'm going to move around the sarcophagus. And I am going to first use my bonus action to place an Aegis on Stone Skull.
Okay.
And then I am going to fire a Terra Burst.
Do it.
Right here.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go ahead and roll your damage.
Hold on. Let me put my dinner plate down.
It's fighting time, not eating time. Put your rations away. 24. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. So, Storm.
15.
Huh?
It's DC 15.
DC 15. Okay. Fail.
Ouch.
Succeed.
Pass.
Fail.
Ouch.
Succeed.
Mm.
Fail. All right. So. This guy failed, and this guy failed.
3 die, 2 wish they had.
And they take 12. Alrighty, so as Tara steps forward, casting one hand back behind her, the rocks and the ground kind of start flying up and surrounding Stone Skull in this very familiar Aegis. And then she casts her hand forward, and the rock, as she's doing so, rocks just filter into her hand, and she throws this boulder forward through the air, and it lands in the middle of this group of lizard folks and then explodes. Shards of earth just flying around, piercing into everything around it. 3 of these, or 2 of the lizard folk that you can see, fall to the ground instantly, just impaled all over, bleeding profusely. The other 2 that you can see that didn't die instantly, as Ignalia said, kind of wish they had, as they have shards of earth kind of sticking out of their scaly skin, grunting at the pain and such, but they are still standing.
That only my turn?
All right, Stone Skull.
All right. Let's see how close I can get. Nope. Just gonna walk in here and wave to him.
Okay.
That's pretty much my turn.
All right, just gonna hold your action, I guess.
Yeah, I'll hold an action in case any of them come near to attack both times with the greatsword.
Okay. Alrighty, Ignalia.
I guess I'll wander over there. Ruler.
Q. Click and hold, press Q. If you're showing movement.
And yeah, I'll take a shot at I guess this guy.
Okay. Uh, 18 will hit. Still alive though.
Goddamn minimum damage roll.
Everybody gonna die before I get to it.
Alright, no, that's my turn.
Alrighty, so as Ignalia charges forward, kind of vaulting over this sarcophagus, she runs forward, seeing 2 of these guys still standing, flings a coalescing firebolt forward, hitting this other guy in the bottom of his neck. He gasps in pain, charred embers of his scaly skin falling away from the attack. He's barely holding on to life. That being said, they're going to be able to react now, the ones that are alive at least. This guy's alive, alright. He is going to take a step forward here. I think that's well within range, yeah. And he's going to throw a javelin at one of y'all. Stone Skull is going to get the javelin.
Okay.
Crit fail.
That's unfortunate.
Not going to bother rolling because these guys will be dead shortly. So yeah, it clangs off the ground right in front of you, breaking in half as it does so, and you just smile at him as it happens. Steve.
Right.
I somewhat imagine that Stone Skull, like, he's still holding his torch right now. And he has this tankard that magically refills itself. I imagine he just walked in here and just, like, taken a drink with the tankard and is waiting. And the spear comes nowhere near him, and he just kind of watches it and doesn't even bother. He just keeps drinking.
Which one were you targeting?
That one.
Okay, yeah, 24 definitely hits. For 9 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have any allies near him, unfortunately, so no sneak attack, but you do a massive amount of damage with this arrow. He, too, also looks like he is barely clinging onto life with this arrow impaling his chest. He gasps and kind of grabs hold of it, just holding onto it, almost holding himself up by the pain from the arrow. Anything else?
Nope. It's good.
All right. This guy's alive, too, so he's going to take a step forward and throw at one of the two guys in the front. Ignalia this time. 15, not even getting close
No.
as Ignalia brings her shield away and just bats it aside. Almost comically easy for her. This guy's dead. Tara.
Where'd the ruler tool go?
It's that like circle thing underneath the magnifying glass now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the snap to center thing?
Yeah, you can set it to corner, to center. I leave it at center because that's what it is used. I'm used to, and then you can hide it too.
Okay.
It's especially awesome if you want to hide it from the DM so he can't see what you're about to do.
I'm going to target this one right here and just throw a earth bolt at him.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
I will.
God.
For 22.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Throw, or do you just kind of like lob it?
The second one should be maxed, so 20. So 30 damage.
Yeah. Pretty sure
Mhm.
he's dead.
Yeah, he had 1 HP. He's
I need
super
to
dead.
make a
Fine.
command.
And with my
for that.
bonus action, I'm instructed my golem to move forward.
So I'm gonna make a command for our crit
that'll end my
because we have crit
All right,
rules
so
here
Tara
that we
pulls
follow, and it'd
back,
be nice for you guys
this
to
earth
know
bolt kind
what
of
that
grabbing hold of the
actually is.
work stone beneath her feet, carving out a piece of it. As she holds in her hand, it coalesces into this pointed end, looking extremely sharp with a heavy backside of it. And she throws it forward, and it seems to just whiz almost out of too fast for your eyes to follow. And it passes through this lizard folk and slams with a heavy thud into the wall behind him. As this lizard folk looks down at its chest, you see there's just a good almost half-foot wide or half-foot diameter hole in its chest where this earth bolt passed through it, and it, in stunned disbelief, falls to the ground. Definitely super dead. Stone Skull.
Yeah. This time I'm going to kind of hook the tankard onto the belt and reach down for the great sword. Make my way up here. Yep, I'm just going to get in his face, throw the torch in his face, and then just start slashing away with the great sword.
Okay. Won't take much. This guy just looks panicked as you walk
Poor
up to
guy.
him.
This poor
And,
guy.
Yeah.
I'm not raging. I'll take that off. And
Yeah.
poor guy.
You're
2
a
H-
monster.
Poor
2
guy.
HP guy is dead.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know why you bothered to put your beer down for that.
I know. I should have just hit him with the torch and left it at that. Catch fire. We're out of combat.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
I-
You murdered him real good.
Do I hear anything at the end of the staircase that I see to my right?
Give me a perception check as I run to the bathroom real quick. Be right back.
Okay.
You know, murdering CR 1/2 lizard folk doesn't feel nearly as good as it did at level like 4.
Yeah, it's not quite as good.
You probably
No,
just have to murder a lot more of them.
No, it's fine. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe that was a little bit overboard, but I didn't know what was behind the wall.
Yeah, I was like, are you just like exploding whatever's in that cavern that you can't see?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was doing. And then I looked and I was like, oh, it is all at least lizard folk. That's unfortunate.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it goes out for them.
Yeah. Breakfast for dinner. It was delicious. Let's do it again. Those breakfast sandwiches I made on Sunday, Those were the bomb.
Waiting on our DM for just a second.
Avocado,
He
whatever.
should be back.
Yeah,
And then we'll continue
my
on.
English
I'm
muffin
also
that I toasted on my
putting
griddle
in our
with maple bacon and fried egg and avocado that
new
was
command
toasted
for crits, so I
nicely on
can
my
easily explain
griddle.
that to you
It
guys.
was delicious.
Um,
I'm still laughing about what you said of Rogue the other night.
Which one?
Yeah, a guy messaged me, told me it was trash. I sent him a turtle because everyone likes turtles.
Oh, that was a real Rogue quote. I was sitting there
I
and
know.
I was like, what? We just beat the brakes off of him and you sent him a turtle? He's like, yeah, everyone likes turtles.
So Canadian it hurts.
Yeah,
let's
so...
see if that works now. Yeah.
Okay.
How many piety points did I lose?
That was not any, actually. These guys were bad guys and definitely wanted to hurt you, but did not expect you to just completely roll over them.
If Nightbot was
I
subscribed,
I was gonna try
As
diplomacy,
I said,
but then
I would
Damien
be-
shot one in the neck, so...
putting in the
Go
emote
to
for it.
until proven innocent.
So yeah, as you move into this new area, you find yourself in a bit of an entryway that was obviously guarded by the poor lizard folk here. You reacted so fast and took them down so fast, they didn't have a chance to even cry out for help, as they just took massive damage and were pretty much stunned to death by all these attacks. As you look off down to your east, you see a stairwell leading down below you. You can't see a whole lot in that direction, as this passageway is completely dark. But you're able to hear Stone Skull muttering that seems to be coming from somewhere kind of echoing in the distance away from you.
Gonna reach down and pick the torch back up and just kind of raise the great sword in that direction, trying not to make too much noise, and say I still think there's more ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to use Merge with Stone so that I can cast Pass Without a Trace for the party here.
Okay. Just keep in mind that one of your party is carrying a torch, so it's going to be kind of hard to be stealthy with that, lighting up the area.
That's Stone Skull, right?
Yeah.
I was
He
gonna
can
say,
lead up the rear.
Who in
What's
this
that?
party actually needs to see?
I think only Stone Skull.
Yeah.
And
only
maybe
me.
Steve.
Me.
Only me.
No, me too.
Alright, well, I will move forward with the golem
Okay.
very
As you
cautiously.
begin- as you begin descending these steps, you clearly feel,
I'm gonna
Terra,
hang
the
back
stairwell
a little
leads
bit.
down, and you feel what
Wait.
appears to be a bridge of some sort lying before you. You feel a somewhat circular chamber beginning to expand on your senses, with a large pit leading down just well beyond anything you can feel.
I am taking my time, kind of using my senses to analyze the walls for any traps next to me.
Give me an investigation check.
All right, moving forward.
As you feel out, you don't feel any traps and such, but you do feel something seems to be resting atop this bridge, though you have no idea what it is.
I'm gonna motion for Ignalia to move forward
I will do so.
in the stealthy Pass Without a Trace here.
Ignalia, as you move forward, you're able to see a little bit further into the distance. Give me a perception check. As you look forward, you see several more upon this bridge that you're now able to clearly see, just kind of supporting itself over this vast blackness down below it. You cannot see a bottom, or you just barely see the walls disappearing into inky blackness to the sides of this bridge. You see several more creatures residing on the other side of the bridge, all of them holding out weapons and prepared for your approach. On the bridge itself, you see what appears to be slick moss that's hanging over the edges of this bridge in green cascades. And I'll need everybody to roll for initiative again.
No.
Okay, so they can see us.
Oh, yeah.
But I was stealthing.
They heard your fight.
No.
Oh.
We are only like 30
Failure.
feet away.
Big oof. This.
Stone Skull hates this.
Yeah.
Stone Skull's still looking at the bodies and trying to find his mug of ale. Alright, so let's go down the list here.
I will be going last.
Oh yeah, you did beat me.
Not really the contest he wanted to win there.
Listen, I should never win this contest.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so as you all venture forward, Ignalia lets out a cry, letting you know that there are more enemies ahead, and she kind of warns of somewhat difficult-looking terrain lying ahead on this bridge as well. That being said, this guy, several guys are going to go before y'all. Wait, what's your dex mod, Steve?
4s.
Yeah. So one guy is going to get to go ahead of you. Which one is it? This guy? Okay. He is going to pull out a longbow and take a shot at Terra. Actually,
The blind
he's gonna
girl's
go after
leading the
Mr.
party.
Pebbles.
Yeah.
9.
No.
All right. So as this arrow flies forward, it glances off Mr. Pebbles' thick hide, doing nothing to him. You do see Ignalia. As this arrow ricochets off of Mr. Pebbles, you do see what appears to be purplish fluid leaking off where it impacted against Mr. Pebbles' hard, stony skin. Not too sure exactly what it is, but it probably won't feel good if it gets inside of your body.
Of course.
Do I really have to feign ignorance of what that might be?
You probably think it's probably coated in poison.
Hey guys, the snake people assholes are shooting poison. Imagine that.
What? No.
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 Rogar. Oops.
Snake people, assholes.
Still can't see. Still can't see anyone.
Hashtag not having dark vision problems.
Where's my elf?
Guess we'll just wait behind Mr. Pebbles. Though.
Oh,
See
look
someone
at all that
stand.
down there.
Okay. All right, so Rogar's just
They're
like, I know there's
fancy,
people there,
aren't they?
can't see him though, so he just kind of waits, holding his rapier at the ready. That being said, these guys are going to hold their actions.
Do I have...
This guy's not, though. He is going to take a shot at one of the front two, this time at Terra with a longbow. 11?
No.
All right, so the arrow flies harmlessly by you, hitting hitting the wall next to you, not hitting you at all. Holding his action, I think. Yeah, holding his action. Holding.
Debating on how I want to do this.
Alright,
Throw
Tara.
a spear at disadvantage? Maybe I'll do that.
1 second.
Guess it'll be fun. See if I can hit him. Depending on how far they are, they might be a little too far for me.
Yeah, I think we are going to
Or one of my hand axes.
use my bonus action to have Mr. Pebbles just step out right here.
Okay. As he does so, you can clearly feel Mr. Pebbles starting to lose his footing as he steps on this mossy covering of this bridge. Go ahead and roll a dex save for him.
Go Mr. Pebbles.
Hey, Mr. Pebbles. He slips momentarily as he steps onto it, and you feel him regaining his balance ever so slowly, and he's able to keep his footing.
And then... Yeah, I'm just going to start at the front. We're going to throw an Earth Bolt at that first Blizzard Folk.
This one here?
Yeah.
An 11 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Alright, that'll end my turn.
Alright, the Earthbolt flies by Mr. Pebbles as he's kind of stumbling to keep his footing, thus clearly showing to the party that it's a little bit difficult to walk on this bridge. That being said, your Earthbolt flies by him, but unfortunately just goes slightly wide, hitting the wall back behind these creatures, not hitting them.
Actually, I'm going to take one step forward, but still be on the stairs.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Two guys are going to unleash javelins at Mr. Pebbles.
No, Mr. Pebbles, no.
11 and
Neither
6.
will hit.
All right, so both of them just ricocheting harmlessly off his stony body, not doing any damage to him at all. You see them kind of looking back and forth amongst themselves, kind of confused and a little alarmed. Stone Skull.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hearing a commotion down here. I'm gonna come over here. Hey, I can see something. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see it. So, I'm gonna reach down to my side and pull out the hand axe and throw it at disadvantage because it's beyond 20 at the one directly in front here. Let me see. This one.
That one on the right? Okay, yeah, 18 will hit it.
Cool. Dealing 7 slashing. And with that, I'm gonna kind of place my hand on the hilt of the great sword and get ready for them to come this direction.
Okay. All right. So throwing out a hand axe, kind of seeing this slick moss before him, kind of stopping at the edge of it, and just whirls out this hand axe, able to hit the front lizard folk in front of him that he can barely see at the edge of his vision, but hits it solidly. The axe cuts through it and then falls harmlessly out of its chest onto the top of the bridge. But it's definitely still standing. Yeah. Ignalia.
I will move up behind Stone Skull, and having seen Mr. Pebbles start to slip, and understanding my own limitations with dexterity challenges, I will launch a firebolt at the same one that Stone Skull attacked.
Okay. Yeah, 26 is going to hit. Firebolt flies true and hits true, hitting it in the chest, scarring and scorching its chest, but it is still standing.
That's it for me.
Alrighty. So we get back to the top of the turn order.
Well, that didn't help. Mm-hmm.
Stone Skull, make a wisdom saving throw, please. Wait, sorry, never mind. Cancel that.
Okay.
Well, let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, this guy's going to shove past the others, kind of knocking around. You see them all kind of precariously keeping their footing on the bridge, and he steps forward up to the edge of where you can see this moss kind of stops right at his feet. And you see him looking towards Stone Skull. Now I need a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. Whoopsie.
Okay. You see this somewhat larger looking snake-like creature looking at Stone Skull. His eyes begin to kind of glow red. And you look over and see for a brief moment Stone Skull's eyes mimic that of this Yantee's. And then he starts to just kind of look around him, somewhat confused.
Oh. I'm confused now.
Okay, that's its turn. Rogar.
Okay.
Alright. I can seize.
I saw it.
Go ahead and shoot him with the longbow.
Okay.
Move forward.
17 will hit. For 10. Okay.
With that proc sneak, there is another enemy 5 feet.
No, you gotta have an ally within 5 feet, kind of distracting him to get sneak attack.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty, so as this creature's eyes are kind of glowing red, you can easily see it in the dark, and you quickly raise your longbow, firing off a shot, hitting it right below where you can see the eyes, and you definitely can tell that it hit it solidly, though not doing as much damage as you expected to this creature, just because it seems to be a little bit beefier than the other things you're fighting. That being said, this guy is going to step up here next to the Yuan-Ti and throw a javelin at Terra. 6. Gonna miss.
Gonna miss.
This guy's gonna
that's
hold
not
his
good.
action. This guy's going to raise his longbow and take a shot at Mr. Pebbles.
Poor Mr. Pebbles.
7
No.
gonna miss as well.
Poor
oh,
Mr.
wait, where's
Pebbles.
everything? Oh, he can hit y'all too. Cool. So 2. Mr. Pebbles getting another javelin thrown at him. 18 this time.
Hit.
Ooh.
Sinking in for 7 piercing damage to Mr. Pebbles. This guy holding. He's not close enough. This guy maybe close enough to Mr. Pebbles. He is.
Yep.
Gonna throw a javelin at him as well. 15's gonna miss though. Tara, you're up.
Let me do some quick math.
Quick math.
Quick maths. 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet. And confusion.
Ooh.
We are confusion centered on the sky. So it should hit everyone over there.
10-foot radius. Yep, gonna hit everybody. All right.
Look at this wall of
15
text.
is what they have to be.
It's crazy.
15, what is it, a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, wisdom.
All right, we'll start from the top left. The Yuan-Ti is going to try to make one. He's going to fail. Going lizard folk now. Fail. Fail. big ass
He
fail.
definitely
Definitely.
fails.
Another big ass fail. Jesus.
Mhm.
Fight's over.
Is anybody gonna save?
GG.
Nope.
Easy.
Nope.
Nobody
Got 'em.
saved.
Got him.
Okay, so
Here's
they
that
keep taking
list.
actions.
Look at that.
Do
That
it.
glorious
Turn,
list
turn,
of
turn, behavior
failure
for that
right
turn.
there.
Okay, cool. More stuff for me to do. Cool. All right.
Wait a second. Is this the spell that makes them walk a random direction and they're on a bridge?
Oh God, yes it is.
Zorn, you beautiful bastard.
Confusion. I need to open this up.
Oh my god, you're about to. This is the
Oh,
best
God.
kill about to happen in the entire game so far.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, that's only on a 1, though.
They obviously like rolling ones based on that. So
All right.
Yeah, but
Alright.
7 and 8 is they attack each other.
I'm going to use my bonus action this turn to refresh Aegis on Stone Skull,
okay.
and that will
Okay.
end my turn.
Holy
It's-
crap.
I think he's hitting that time limit.
Stone Skull, give me another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Better this time, please. Hey, it's better
Okay.
this time.
So, unbeknownst to all of you, Stone Skull his mind had been assaulted and penetrated. And as he looked around after this assault from this Yuan-Ti, he looked over at Terra and saw nothing but a Yuan-Ti that had actually infiltrated amongst the group and was turning towards Terra to attack her. But at the last second, as Terra reaches a hand out to place the Aegis on him, he has this whirl of energy around him that he remembers is very familiar as the Aegis is put back onto him. And then the spell wavers and vanishes as he sees Terra in her true form once again and calls off his attack.
I'll have you know, I would have felt completely horrible about bashing you with the great sword.
Hey, let's fight.
Okay, he's gonna attack one of
us.
his friends.
Yay.
One of us.
So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, fucking 5 people he can attack. So starting from top left, he's gonna attack the guy to his northeast.
Be right back. I'm gonna make some popcorn while I watch Havoc fight himself.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, attacks with the heavy club. 16 hits, doing 7 damage as this thing hits it. This is gonna be interesting. All right, so yeah, you see these guys, all of them after Terra cast the spell, all of them looking very confused and looking around at each other, not seeming to know where they are or who they are or anything right now. And you see one just randomly reach out rather, and bring this heavy club down on the top of the head of another lizard folk. Stone Skull.
Does the stuff on the bridge, does it look flammable?
It does not. It is very wet.
No. Well, I'm no good back here.
Just sit back and enjoy the show, big fella.
Yeah, I'm
After
gonna
you visit
hold
the,
my
hole.
I'm gonna hold my action in case anybody comes towards us and gets within range.
You fucker. Okay. All
Until
right,
then,
so-
I'm gonna once again say the passphrase Guinness, refill the tankard, and just watch.
just using a bonus action to sit there and watch.
Yep,
this
just
happen.
watch. It's fine.
All right, Ignalia.
Yeah, I'm
Hold on.
gonna sit down and kind of relax, and I'm just gonna concentrate a firebolt on anyone that takes more than like 5 feet step in our direction.
You fuckers. Okay. Well, here we go.
One.
4. Okay, this guy just frozen in place, looking very confused, just looking around him, looking at his hands, and looking down at his feet. He just has no idea what's going on.
The drugs
Um,
are kicking in.
I'm gonna put in a marker right here. That way we can clip this for later.
Fucker. Steve.
All right. So the guy that stopped moving, I'd shoot him again.
Okay. Oh, these guys get to make wisdom saves at the end of their turn. So 1 second.
Nope, you can't proactive it. Ah!
Nope, too late. Already doing
No,
it.
it's not too late because they can. Neither one of those beat. So ha.
Doesn't matter. 17 hits. Doing another 10 piercing damage to this dude.
Can we just talk about the number of crit failures you've gotten with these guys?
I've had more crit failures than damn near more crit failures than actual like above a 1. Dude. All right, yeah. Steve, you're able to hit this dude in the chest again. He still looks very confused, just kind of looking at the arrow like, how did this get here? I'm confused. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, back to the show here.
Here we go.
One.
2.
Oh,
He doesn't do anything. Makes a wisdom save. Still fucking confused. Oh, 9. Hey! He's still confused, but he can act normally. He's going to look forward at Mr. Pebbles and throw a javelin at him. 21!
Oh, he's going to hit, too.
Hit for 5 piercing damage. And then wisdom save. Still fucking confused.
You know that scene in Who Frames Roger Rabbit where they're tied up and the weasels won't stop laughing? That's what I envision this being. Like they're like losing control of themselves right now.
Well, he's only got one guy in his reach, so he's gonna bring a bite and a scimitar around to the lizard folk right next to him.
Poor guy.
That's gonna hit.
Poor guy.
That's not gonna hit.
Oh.
So yeah, digs
guy.
in with a bite, biting onto this lizard folk in front of him. Jesus, doing 16 damage to him as he gnaws on his shoulder, doing a massive amount of damage. Wisdom save. Hey, he's not confused anymore. All right, I gotta do this.
Yeah, mark him.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna lose track. I wish you could mass mark. That needs to be a thing.
Maybe you tried highlighting them all and then
Yeah,
right
it
clicking?
doesn't.
It
doesn't
doesn't work.
That
yeah.
sucks.
What if they're a group or something?
Maybe if I grouped them, I could do that, but then that would break other stuff too.
Mhm.
Okay, so this guy broke free of the confusion after, unfortunately, attacking one of his allies. And the show continues. Okay, he can attack normally. Cool. He's going to throw something at Mr. Pebbles as well. Actually, he has multiple targets he can hit. Stone Skull, actually. 12's going to miss. Wisdom save. Nope, still confused.
Nope.
This guy. I'm just gonna copy paste this 1d10 roll. 7. He's gonna attack somebody randomly. He's got 3 targets. The middle guy to his north, he is going to attack with his heavy club, and is going to hit him for 6 bludgeoning damage. Fucking Benny Hill theme starts playing in the background. All right.
It's also kind of like King of the Hill, except where the guy's drinking beer in the background.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he saved.
He saved. He's not confused. Yeah, it's slowly wearing off. But not before this guy does something.
What? Was that a con spell? Let me look.
Yeah. So he's gonna attack somebody.
It's con. Okay.
He's got 4 targets. To his northwest, he is gonna attack with a heavy club. Crit fail. Not gonna make him roll because we already have enough shit going on. He's gonna save. Yay! I mean, boo. That's bad. Tara.
15 on the lizard folk.
Hits.
Eat him.
6 piercing.
All right, he's still standing.
That was a weak roll. I'm
Very
gonna end my
much.
turn there.
All right, looking down, this guy just looks at this pierced stone through his belly, and he's like, "What the shit? What's happening?"
I'm gonna end my turn here.
Okay, move back. All right. 4. What's 4 do? He just looks
doesn't
very
move.
confused, looking around. No idea what's going on. Ooh, getting lucky with these rolls now. This guy is now undone. Stone Skull.
Is there any possibility I can walk out on this bridge without needing a deck save?
Immediately in front of you is where that moss is starting.
Okay. So, no.
Correct.
Okay. Nope, I'm just gonna keep drinking from the tankard then.
Okay. Ignalia.
I will move up to a slightly better position. And I'll take a shot at the guy in the far back with a firebolt.
Okay.
I can't do anything here. Kinda screwed.
Alright. 7 damage.
Damage him a little bit. Definitely still standing, and he can see you now and knows what's going on. He's upset about it.
Come to me.
All right. This guy in the front, still confused.
1. Damn it.
8. He just does nothing.
Yes.
Just continues to do nothing.
Yes.
Steve.
Wait, Havoc, don't you jip us? 8 is an attack.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh shit, yeah, you're
7,
right.
8.
Yeah, so D3. He's gonna, where do I usually start? I want to start to the right. So he's gonna attack the guy below him. You right. My apologies. Bite. Miss. Scimitar. Double miss.
Nice.
Poor
Nothing
guy.
happened.
Alright. Bunch of the same.
Which guy are you targeting? The same one?
On
This one?
the same guy.
That guy? Okay, yeah, that hits. Alright, definitely still standing. He's starting to look a little beat up now, but
Okay.
he's very confused as he has his back turned towards you, wailing on this guy behind him, trying to hit him, but unable to. And he turns around just in time to catch an arrow in the side. Like I said, looking a little beat up, but not quite as much as you would hope, probably. Alright, this guy... still confused.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that one is not, he doesn't do anything, so... still confused, though. This guy's still confused. This one, he makes an attack. All right. He's got 4 targets.
It's kind of fun to watch. Just
Oops,
let
I dropped.
them attack each other over
1,
and
2,
over
3.
again.
Got to his right. Heavy club. 22 is going to hit. For
Oh, yeah.
another 6. This guy is starting to look beat up. He's gotten hit by 2 of his allies at this point. And he's not confused, so he's like, what the hell is going on?
Why are you hitting me?
This guy is not confused at all. Is going to... He's going to fire...
Oh wait, what am I doing?
at Terra.
I'm hanging back here,
With
but
a longbow.
I can cross this. I'm good.
17.
Zorn is the one that dropped.
Shit.
I think 17 might hit him. Maybe? I could be wrong.
I think an 18 is his AC, so actually that will miss. Alright, moving right along. He is not confused. This guy is, though. 3. 3 is, doesn't do anything.
3 is nothing.
Still confused.
confused.
Jesus. This guy is not confused. He is going to... Can't remember distances now. Shit, 35. He's going to hurl this out towards Mr. Pebbles at disadvantage. 13's going to miss. This guy is not confused, hurling at Mr. Pebbles, but not at disadvantage. 18 will hit for 8 piercing damage.
Zorn's in the waiting room.
Got him. Alright, Mr. Pebbles just got hit by a javelin.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one of those? The 4 or the 8?
The 8. First one he did disadvantage, the other one was a normal attack, so this one hit. That dude hit him with the javelin. He is not confused, so no saves or anything. Tara, you're back up.
Hey,
I'm just
time
gonna
for new
continue
things to
this.
happen.
Earth Bolt at the Lizard Folk.
Okay, 14 will miss, unfortunately.
AC acquired.
So, as he throws out the earth bolt, as Terra throws this out, it just barely scrapes off the edge of the scales of this lizard folk, just barely missing it.
You know what? Quicken spell.
Okay, 15 will hit
Yeah.
for 7. Oof. The earth bolt flies through, catching it right in the shoulder. You see it gasp in pain, kind of hissing over at the earth bolt protruding from its upper shoulder, doing a good chunk of damage. This thing is just barely clinging onto life right now, looking towards you with a scowl. Still kind of confused at why it's mad at you, though.
Alright, that'll end my turn now.
All right, this guy is not, so he's got targets.
He does.
Ignalia getting a javelin thrown at her.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, it's gonna miss.
Oh darn.
Stone's go.
Using danger sense, I am finally going to move off this platform, hanging up the tankard, moving forward. Is it rough terrain? If I pass my...
No, it is not, actually.
Okay.
Moving that far, you will have to give me 2 dex saves.
Okay. There's one.
Succeed.
And 2.
All right, 2. Yeah, you're able to walk across this, your feet kind of sliding out to you. It's almost not quite frictionless, but it's very close. As your feet kind of slip, you make your way forward, just determined, tired of sitting out of this fight, and you make your way forward, just slipping ever so slightly, but not getting close to falling off.
Okay. And then with that, I'm going to tap the lizard folk in front of me to get his attention, hand him the torch, and then cleave him twice with the greatsword.
You are a monster.
Gonna miss that second one, though.
The first one will definitely hit, though.
13 slashing.
Give me a persuasion check.
A persuasion check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here, hold this.
He loves it.
So, Stone Skull starts marching forward, his feet kind of sliding out beneath him, but he has a torch in one hand, his great sword in the other. He walks up directly to this lizard folk that's kind of hissing at this arrow, or this, what was it that hit him a second ago?
Earth bolt.
Earth bolt.
Earth bolt. The shard of earth in his shoulder. He looks up and sees Stone Skull walking forward, and Stone Skull just thrusts out the torch in front of him and says, "Here, hold this." And the lizard folk kind of reaches up and grabs it, looks down at the flame, kind of tilting his head, looking into it, and immediately Stone Skull brings the great sword around and chops his head off as he's doing so. This guy, still clinging onto the torch, falls to the ground, unmoving. Sawyer is illuminated now.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Ignalia.
Oh man. All right, I'll take another earth bolt at the next closest one.
Okay.
26.
Mm-hmm.
My God, these poopy damage rolls.
Yeah, but the big to hit though.
Yeah.
All right. You hit him. He's
Yep.
still looking a little beat up, but not quite close to death yet.
Go back to enjoying the show.
All right. And the show continues. But Stone Skull's in range now.
Yes.
Now just roll to the sides.
So
all right. So
top-
it's a D8, so it's going to be
Top
cardinal
left,
directions.
bottom right?
Yeah,
He's
we'll
got
start top
3
left.
chances to walk off and 1 to walk forward.
Mm-hmm.
So which one is 1, and then go clockwise from there?
We'll
One's
start
up
at
here.
12. We'll start at
Oh,
12,
okay.
so directly north.
And then clockwise.
And then clockwise from there. So here
Okay.
comes the D8 roll. An 8.
That's
So he is
up here.
He hisses as he
Ow.
disappears into the blackness below him. His scream can be heard for quite some time as he disappears.
I need to know, how far did he just fall?
To be completely fair, if that's the only one that fell off the side here, it was worth the spell.
Was it at least 100 feet? Yes. Whole depth acquired. It's 120 feet.
You hear a resounding splat far, far below you. Okay. Rogar.
Shoot that one.
It's gone now.
I'll shoot the next one. He doesn't look as confused.
I don't like that. Let's shoot that one.
Shooting this one?
Yeah.
19, right?
Yes,
Not
Terry.
confused,
Somebody
still alive.
died to some Tim damage.
And it is still alive after that attack. It does sink into its side, kind of piercing through a little bit, and it quickly breaks off the arrow and pulls it out. Still taking damage from it, but not a quite solid hit on it. Anything else?
move a little forward.
Okay. He's dead. Thank God.
This cracks
This
me
guy's
up.
confused. Shit. What's that do? Oh,
He
do
can
things
act normally.
Okay, cool. So he's going to see Stone Skull and throw a javelin at him. 21.
Ah, you bastard. Yes.
He hits you for 8 piercing damage.
Don't forget your resistance.
Mm-hmm. So 4 piercing damage.
Alrighty. And wisdom save? Still confused. This guy is not confused, though.
I would just like to point out that, like, effectively these guys are kind of snapping out of it for a minute, launching a javelin, and then, like, really doubting their decision to do that.
Yeah, it's like, why did I just do that? I'm so confused. Stone Skull, I need another wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Okay. You feel that same presence entering into your mind, trying to suggest something to you, but you quickly shake your head, fighting off the effects of it. And that is its turn.
Yay.
This guy's confused.
Confused.
Yay!
Yay.
One.
5. Doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
And he's
Aw.
able to get out of confusion.
Man,
Your
that's
targets are...
unfortunate because I was gonna walk up and tell him to step off the bridge.
All right. This guy is not confused, throwing a javelin at Stone Skull. 19.
Yep.
All right, another 8 piercing as this javelin hits into your skin. Not sinking very deep, but enough to sting a little bit. This guy gonna move up and actually swing his club at you, Stone Skull.
Okay.
Crit fail. Gonna miss.
You
I heard
poor,
that
poor
he
thing.
slipped on that moss.
Yep.
All right. He rolls 30% chance to slip off the moss. Okay, he didn't slip off. He just missed it, slamming his
Darn.
great club, a heavy club down on the moss and everything. Kind of looks and scowls up at Stone Skull. Tara.
I am going to cast Beifong's Blinding Storm right here.
Oh.
Okay.
That will drop my con on this guy. He's no longer confused.
Okay.
And a 5-foot cylinder.
Con save. All right, so you're doing it right here. And it's gonna be
Yeah, it'll just be these two guys because 5-foot cube.
okay. So con saves from the lizard folk.
All
15,
meets.
and fails. So this guy's gonna be
yeah.
blinded.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
That's good.
Blinded by the light.
All right, I'll remember the 6 damage for when it's their turn. Oh wait, no, it deals immediately. 6 to both of them.
Yeah, but if it ends its turn in there again, it'll take another.
So even though this lizard folk isn't blinded, you saw he was just so hurt as the rocks begin to spin around in the air. Unfortunately, he takes the bludgeoning and he actually falls off the edge, slipping down into the abyss, dying in the process.
And then,
That poor guy.
last quicken spell. This guy.
Close.
Mm.
Not quite enough to kill him.
I tried.
You got close, but all right. So with the quicks, as this rocks and everything is swirling back behind the front line of these creatures, hits with the earth bolt. It grunts in pain with another thing sticking out of its body. It looks like a pincushion, but it is still barely standing.
Just bad.
This guy's not confused. Gonna throw a. Actually, no. He's gonna step over his dead comrade and swing a heavy club. Move this guy out of the way. Heavy club at Stone Skull. 7's gonna miss. Stone Skull.
Yeah, he just saved me the need to move forward, so I'm just gonna thank him for it by smacking him a couple times with the Gleam Edge.
Mm-hmm. Both those hit. Yeah, easily cleaving through his body with these 2 attacks, just cutting huge gashes through him. He falls to the ground, just quivering in a bloody mess.
As he's like kind of falling, I'm just gonna like kick his body off so that he just kind of falls off the bridge.
All right, Ignalia.
I cover a yawn with one hand and cast Fireball with the other.
Targeting front
Back.
guy. Yeah, he definitely dies of his wounds. The firebolt hitting him in the chest and then spreading very quickly over his entire body.
That
He
poor
starts
guy.
to scream in agony and pain and writhes on the ground as he enters his death throes.
Get sneak attack. Scott here.
Anything
Hey,
else?
you can't climb onto that bridge. And by that I mean you don't want to. Nope, I'm good. I'm saving
Alright.
those spell slots.
Steve.
I think I can hit the far one, right? Yeah. Going for this guy.
25 will hit. All right. This guy, untouched by damage up to this point, the only one that hadn't taken any, finally catches an arrow in the chest, sinking pretty deep into him. He gasps in pain, looking down at it, kind of his hands quivering, but he looks back up at you, still standing, but taking a big chunk of damage from that. He is going to retaliate by stepping forward and throwing a javelin at you, Steve.
I don't.
Can I catch the
Oh,
javelin?
shit.
I'd like to have
10.
more of them, please.
I don't even notice it.
It flies right by you as you kind of dodge with a lean back of your shoulder and just kind of look at it as it trails past. Like, really? Seriously? That's all you got? And that's his turn. This guy is blinded and also standing inside the...
Storm.
Oh, that was a custom spell we made, didn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's going to retreat away from the storm. And it's going to use an action to go ahead and clear its eyes of all the debris and such away from it. Thus making it where it is no longer blinded, but using its action to do so. And you see it actually beginning to turn and move quickly away.
You're going the wrong way.
Alright.
Sight's over here.
This guy.
Isn't
If
this
only
the
he was
Wonder Bridge?
confused.
And I didn't notice that these guys are supposed to be making 2 attacks, so he's going to swing the heavy club at you twice, Stone Skull.
Okay.
20 and 22.
Okay.
15 damage total from that. Minus
So 11.
the other stuff. Okay, that's his turn.
Wait, with that, Terra will pop
Okay.
and miss.
Yes, just barely missing as you pop
Every
into
time
existence
on that
behind
one.
it. Bringing it down. It kind of leans as it's attacking with the great club or heavy club and just barely dodges, just happenstancely,
He's
your attack with your
gonna
maul.
die.
But you're on the other side of the moss now, so that's good.
That's what I was hoping for.
This guy's dead. And it's surprisingly your turn now.
Yeah. 21. The
Much
one
better
in
now.
between me and Stones. Wait,
Mhm.
wait, Stone Skull on Moss. The one next to me.
Okay.
For 7. Really?
7.
Come on, y'all. Oh, two twos?
Yeah, so you bring it around, hitting it solidly, kind of almost shoving it backwards. It kind of gains its balance on the edge of the bridge, but it's able to keep its balance, not falling rather. It's still standing, but it looks very, very hurt now.
That'll end my turn.
All right, this guy's dead. Stone Skull.
Okay, I'm gonna make him pay for hitting me.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
I think it's physically impossible for you to not kill him. So It's 7 HP. It's not enough. You just cleave through him as well, kind of shaking off your blade.
The area underneath their bodies, is there moss covering that?
There's not. You're on
Cool.
the edge of the moss now.
Well, hello there.
All right, moving forward up to the next guy. Not having enough time to really get an attack in, but the last guy that's still in the area, clearly shaken by you walking forward. You see him starting to back away in fear. Ignalia.
You get one guess.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Skull Duck.
Gonna go ahead and just do that. Yep, that was right.
Yep, fantastic.
4 HP was not enough.
Health
to keep
acquired.
him alive.
Hmm.
As the firebolt trails out, hitting this last guy, bursting on his skin, much like the one before, and it screams and flings its arms around and actually accidentally runs off the edge, falling to its death. Probably dead before.
And, oh god, what's the famous scream?
The Wilhelm scream.
There we go, yeah, Wilhelm scream. Then I kind of look over to Steve and I just say, you walk across that. I'm not touching that.
I'm gonna take the rope that I have. Oh, wait, we're still in combat.
Still technically
Yeah, we're
in combat.
still in combat, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Alright. Steve, it is your turn.
I guess I will venture forward now.
Okay. Dex save. Ooh, no.
Oh,
You
no.
step out onto this ledge. You make it about 10 feet, and you feel your feet completely sliding out from under you. And you find yourself falling off to the left, off the edge. I need an acrobatics check.
On dice, don't fail me now.
Yeah.
So you find yourself falling off the edge clearly. You twist your body,
He's gonna fall and die.
contorting yourself to reach both your arms up, and you're able to grab the ledge of this bridge at the last second. Your hands sliding 1/4 of an inch as you find your hands gripping onto this very slick moss. But you're able to hold yourself onto the bridge, kind of swinging up next to it, not falling into the abyss.
Help?
But out of curiosity, do you think you can survive 12d6 damage?
No.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Won't feel good though.
Yes.
All right.
I don't think I want to, but maybe.
You might not have knees anymore, but
You're essentially prone at this point, so you can use half your movement to pull yourself back up. Because you should still, yeah, you only move 10 feet, so you still have 20 feet of movement.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
All right, so you're able to pull yourself back up. You have 5 feet of movement left. You want to move any further?
Nope.
No. All right, so as Steve hoists himself back up, kind of breathing a little heavily as he kind of wide-eyed looks over the edge where he almost fell, and just kind of stands there, keeping his footing as best he can. All right, this guy's dead. This guy is. Those that you can see him, you can clearly see that he is taking off away and slipping around the corner. Double moving. Taking off into the distance somewhere out of reach of you. This guy's dead. Tara.
My golem is 8 feet tall, 10 feet tall. What did we decide?
It's like 10 feet tall or something, yeah.
Yeah, alright. So I'm going to instruct my golem to lay down prone. Kind of horizontally.
Okay.
And scream back to Ignalia, that'll get you a little bit of the way. And I'm going to start chasing after that guy.
Okay.
I am not going to double move.
All right.
So I'm going to go my 30 feet. And I'm just going to ready my maul in case anything comes around the corner.
All right. 30 feet was there.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so Tara's taking off. Mr. Pebbles kind of laying down on his stomach, stretching his arms out for Ignalia to be able to walk across him instead. Stone Skull, what would you like to do?
I'm assuming that Mr. Pebbles covers this square here.
Yeah, he's basically covering those 2 squares, the one he's in and
Okay.
this one.
I'm going to take, from my action, I'm just going to take the bodies of the 2 lizard folk, one under me and the one over to the side, and just kind of slide them across the moss, like one after the other, and try to stack them up to, fill the rest of that gap.
Okay, yeah.
And then
able to do so.
then I'm gonna move from there. Again, not double moving, kind of like Tara. I'm just gonna kind of
That'll
give chase.
take your action to do so. To slide those bodies will take your action, so you can do double move.
Yeah,
But
right.
All right, so Stone Skull just kind of looking around, somehow getting inspiration from these dead bodies and with the blood and then the moss, he kind of slides one up, sliding about 10 feet away from him, coming to a stop as Mr. Pebble's arms kind of brace against it as it runs into it. And then he quickly picks up the other one and sets it down in front of him, nods very satisfied with himself, and Stone Skull takes off running back down the corridor. Ignalia.
I call, "You're all very considerate," and then I spread my wings and I just dash 60 feet in the air to the other side. Bye, Steve.
Tara doesn't know that you can do this.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly speaking next to you, but you have no presence of me.
Kind of freaks you out a little bit. You're like, what the shit? So Ignalia just takes off with these ethereal wings sprouting from her back, coated in this like red ethereal flame, moving forward and sprinting across the hole, no problems or anything like that, coming down to the chamber, floating down the stairs up next to Stone Skull and Tara. Steve.
So I'm going to use the Lizard's Folk Bridge.
Okay. Even with their help, give me a dex save with advantage.
Yeah, that's better.
Because you're a big boy. They are not big boys.
Dice don't fail me now.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to cross them. You do find as you're stepping on top of these bodies, them squishing beneath your feet, that they start to slide a little bit, but you're able to hold your footing well enough to kind of hop across them very quickly. All right. Holy shit, I need to pee again. But that's a good time to do so because we need to take our 5-minute break
take a break.
anyways. So as you're all beginning to sprint out of this hallway, we'll just say that Mr. Pepple is able to do so as well, catching up with you very quickly.
No.
No.
Mr. Pebbles is going to be told to roll off the edge with a bonus action. And then he's going to be resummoned over here.
Okay. Mr. Pebbles falling to pieces as he rolls off the edge. All the pieces begin to float in midair and then suck themselves back towards Terra, reforming into his body right next to Terra.
Yeah.
And at that point, y'all will be out of combat.
Yay.
And we'll see what the future holds for you here after a 5-minute break. So I'll be right back.
The gang's all together again.
Be right back. All right, so with that, we're gonna take 5 minutes.
Notice how we were nearly defeated by a bridge.
Yeah, make it through battle and then almost died to a bridge.
I was not.
You know what? No one asked.
we turned combat into such a stall because we were just like, nope, fuck that bridge.
And then I remembered I had danger sense, and I was like, oh, never mind, this is fine. All right. So 5-minute break. When we come back, we will continue and try to hunt down this Yuan-Ti that is running from us.
If I had tried doing that,
So,
I thought there's guaranteed
stick around.
no way I
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Actually, no, I probably would have lived, but I definitely would have fell.
Theoretically, I should have made it, but
Theoretically.
you sniping every single kill I wanted. Sneak attack on. Sir.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back, just filling up my vape real quick.
All right, it's almost time for us to come back here. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you're enjoying the session. It's been a lot of fun so far tonight. We're about to get right back into it and try to hunt down this Yuan-Ti who's been running from us. We'll see how well that plays out. So yeah, I'm ready when you guys are.
Everybody back?
Yep.
Yes.
Haven't heard Zorn. I think I heard Scott a minute ago.
I'm here.
Just waiting on Zorn real quick.
I'm back.
Cool. Alrighty, so as you all are making your way forward, obviously seeing this Yuan-Ti taking off and running away from you, taking off around the corner that you now approach. How long does the Aegis last?
Let me double check.
I think it's just a minute.
I'll just do this.
I think it's just 1 minute.
Yeah,
1 minute.
A minute, okay. Yeah, after those several rounds of combat, Stone Skull's make it up towards the end of the hallway, and then the rocks around him begin to fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all want to do?
are we chasing?
Fly up to the corner.
As you look down this narrow hallway, you see the walls of this long hallway seem to undulate, moving back and forth as though the corridor is slithering in the manner of a giant snake. To your south, you see another small staircase leading up away from you towards what you can see the edge of a somewhat large chamber.
No.
Did anyone see what direction he went?
Down that hall.
And I will take a right.
That's not creepy at all, is it?
Oh, it's super creepy.
The snake,
What's creepy?
The snake slithering nonsense.
It's like as you're looking around this hallway, you see another one leading off to the north, hearing what sounds like voices coming from it, or to the west, whatever. As you're looking down this hallway, though, you still see it kind of undulating and moving, kind of depicted with a little bit of the shadows. I did the best I could. With the walls kind of slithering in and out, almost just like you're inside of a giant snake.
I'm glad that I don't touch it for another 48 seconds. I see something on my peripheral. What's that?
Actually, you don't see that
Dun, dun, dun.
because there's a drop off there.
Oh, okay.
Just fix
Hey
that.
guys, there's a drop off over there. Steve, you should check it out.
Where is this drop off? Oh.
Well, I'll fly over to the edge of it anyway.
Okay. As you fly into this area, Does your radiant soul give off light?
No, but if I need any, I just cast the light spell.
Okay. As you move forward, Ignalia, I need a wisdom saving throw.
I like those. No, I don't like those.
Apparently not.
As you're moving forward, you start to see what appears to be a bunch of creatures. You see several large forms that seem to be waiting around, and below them you see lots of little forms of these like tiny snakes writhing around in this floor. It seems like the other ones walk unimpeded through them. As you move forward, one of the creatures, a female-looking woman with scaly-like skin, looks towards you, and she says, "I am sorry for what our comrades did. Please, come down here, and we will have a feast to make up for the transgressions." And you feel compelled to do this.
He's gonna trip and fall off that little drop off, isn't he?
There's a
still-
ladder there.
I'm still flying.
Oh, right.
I will fly on down, and I still just kind of want to be away from all the snakes that everyone else is stepping in.
As Ignalia begins to
Quite
lower,
large.
as Ignalia lowers herself in, seemingly taking this invitation down, all of the creatures in the room swarm towards him or towards her. So we get a
Just
surprise round
assumed
for
I'm just-
them, and I need everybody to roll for initiative again.
Buying my AC, I dare you.
Your 19 marker is showing.
Oh, is it? Not that.
Nope, that's
We
fine.
found it. We've done it, gentlemen.
It's
You found the DM notes. Congratulations.
yeah. No, that's the dreaded NPC 19.
Yeah, you don't want to face that. That's a little early for y'all. Let me throw a CR 19. That's actually what it represents, a CR 19 creature. Okay.
Poor
That
guy.
seems obnoxiously high.
Oh, don't die, Ignalia. I can already tell you what I'm gonna do. It's gonna get interesting.
Open all these other character sheets.
Gonna get interesting.
It's deceptive how many different creatures are down here. All right. Okay. Do.
We have David Attenborough narrating from the corner.
Come down into the lair of these snakes, and you find a quiet home. Little did they know they are here to feast upon you.
A lush, biome of the snake kind. A myriad of different kinds of just kill them.
And they murder you. Alright, turning all the whispers off. There we go. Okay. So yeah. This guy's gonna wander on over.
Hi, friend.
He's like, hi. And he makes 3 attacks on you.
I'm waiting.
The bites is a crit
Nope.
fail. The constrict is a 10.
Oh,
And the scimitar is a 24.
wow, it'll hit.
It
See,
catches you
quiet.
for 12 damage as it slashes across you. This one is going to do a thing that requires a thing and stuff. She is going to step forward towards you. What's the range? Okay. So she is going to move 5, 10, 15 right here. Look down towards you, raise her hands up in kind of an X formation, and fire off a poison spray towards you. I need a con save.
Fail.
Is it gonna post?
Maybe.
No?
Not today.
Okay, cool. Dope. Alright. Do. What level?
It did not.
Okay, so it's just one level. Alright. So, you are going to take 4 poison damage from this.
Gasp.
This knocks just gas and envelops across your face. You
Wait,
breathe it
that
in, taking
means-
some damage from it.
He's going to be at
Still going through
disadvantage
this
on his
surprise round on
attacks here.
Magnolia. This one is going to step up and do much the same. Another poison spray. It still isn't working for some reason. Another con save?
Are you seeing it?
No,
Oh,
it's just not.
the spell's broken.
Seems to be. Ugh,
It's
that's so weird.
unfortunate.
All right, so that one will succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And it does nothing to you. You're able to hold your breath this time as these things attack you.
Hold the
This
breath.
one is going
Hold
to
it.
10, 15, 20. Move up right next to you. And she, not seeing the spray work that time, is going to swing this scimitar at you twice.
Well,
21?
21 will hit.
All right, for a total of 2 slashing damage.
Ow.
Pinpricks. You see the swarm of all these little miniature snakes that almost look like miniature Yanti begin to slither towards you.
Guys, I'm having lots of fun.
Lots and lots of fun.
Well, we don't.
And they start to try to bite you. 16, unfortunately, will
No.
miss. All right, and as we get back to the top of the turn order, everybody else is able to react now, seeing Ignalia just being swarmed by these creatures.
mhm.
That being said, this big guy is going to take 3 more attacks.
Am I still confused?
No, suggestion has gone away now as you were attacked.
Oh, okay.
12 is going to
Nope.
miss. Constrict, 20.
Ooh.
No.
Damn.
Ooh.
And the scimitar, 17.
No.
Nope. Damn. All right, so as it brings these 3 attacks around, you get your wits about you and begin dodging and raising your shield to fight against this creature. That being said, this one in the back is going to step a few paces back away from you and raise her short bow this time and take 1 shot at you.
Is she now?
20?
No.
Trying to
No.
hit you, just not
gonna
able
let the
to,
casters do
unfortunately.
it.
Stone Skull.
Yeah. I think now's the time to rage.
Okay, I would like to rage.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20 to here.
Just jumping off this ledge, landing with a heavy thud.
And then slash at the swarm of snakes.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. They still alive?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. And then do it again.
Uh-huh. Also hits.
13 more.
All right.
Still going.
Oh yeah, definitely still alive.
Cool. I'm gonna action surge.
Yeah, you're cleaving like 1 or 2 of these snakes at a time, just unable to get a big jumble, a jumble of them with 1 swipe. So you're hitting some of them, definitely killing them, but it's a big swarm.
I see. Okay. And seeing that that's not very effective, I'm gonna turn my attention to the big guy.
Okay. 16 will hit.
Oh. So 27 and 16. So 19. Wow. First time I've seen single digits on an attack.
Yeah, say below a 10. What the shit?
Wow. Wow.
Oof,
2
that's
ones, a
rough.
2, and a 3.
Mhm.
Ouch. So that's quick math. 30.
Mhm.
To the big guy.
Yeah, so
And both the snakes and the big guy are now marked.
Okay. So yeah, as you begin swinging Gleam Edge through the air, you're able to cleave through the swarm of snakes, taking out almost half of them or so with your 2 attacks, but just not a whole lot of them. You immediately turn your attention back towards this very large creature and begin swinging at it. It's much bigger than the others, doing some decent damage to it, but it kind of looks down at you, seeing the cuts across its side, and kind of glares down at you instead. All right.
He's bigger. He's easier to hit.
This guy is going to step around here. Stone Skull, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, why you gotta do that?
Oh. Oh.
You feel a suggestion into your mind.
Would I get advantage on that since I'm raging? Because I'm not going to be able to pay much attention to that kind of thing.
I will point out the one kind of damage that he takes full damage from is psychic.
Is psychic damage, yes, but
I don't think there's anything in the rage mechanic that does that. Oops. As like I said, it's not necessarily in the, like, she's not speaking to you. You feel a voice in your head kind of slowing time as it does so. So,
okay.
Yeah, rage isn't going to give you advantage.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure how we would do that since, yeah. Okay.
All right, so yeah, you feel a suggestion entering your mind, and you hear this soft, feminine voice whispering to you that you should back up to the wall and rest for a minute. You look tired. And you feel compelled to do that.
Huh.
Steve, you're up.
All right. Make it about here.
Okay, hopping down the ledge.
Interesting. So I'm compelled to do that on my turn.
But aim
So if I use a reaction.
fire breath towards the big dude.
So
It's going to spread after the initial 5 feet. You can move up 1 and hit just the fire dude and the chick behind him.
yeah, so it would hit that, and
It would
then
expand out from there.
yeah, actually it would basically be the triangle of that.
Yeah. If you moved up 1, then it would be adjusted to do this.
Yeah.
Your choice.
Alright. Don't want his Stone Skull. Don't know his mindset, so I'm not trying to get hit with the Gleam Edge.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage. Dex saves from both of them. All right. Big dude first. Gonna fail. Little chick next.
She doesn't get hit.
Does it only go 10 feet? But it went 15.
It's 15.
Just him.
Oh, then why is it? Well, it should start from here. So it's 3 squares, but it's it's at a cone. So if you start here, your 3 squares are here and here, but it's only going to reach out 1 here. It's not going to reach out an additional 1 there because that would leave this one open too.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
So it'll just hit that dude, I guess.
What I've looked up goes like this, and then 1 more on either side.
Which is what this is. 1 more on either side. It's 2 here, 3 here.
A 15-foot cone?
Yeah.
It should spread out. It should go 1, 3, 3 essentially. So like pointing diagonally, it's gonna do 1 on each side. So it's gonna do an inverse triangle essentially. So it's gonna
I
go
have
out.
the faster caster thing, and the way that it showed was like this because of the way a cone would be shaped.
It's essentially doing that right there, except more so on the top. Yeah.
I think it's whether or not you decide to include squares that are like barely being hit by the cone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's covering more than 50%, so we'll say you're firing it off at that angle, so it's going to do that
Okay.
square, that square, that square.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's going to hit her too.
Who turned the lights out?
Yeah, I don't see any. Oh, put my token back on the map. It's gone.
Nope.
What did you do with your?
Oh.
Oh, you deleted your token on
I
accident.
accidentally deleted the token when I was deleting the marks on the thing. I was like, wait.
Oh god.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's just what we need. Fucking huge
Yes.
stone skull. So yeah, your cone's gonna do the green marker. So they will both have to do it. Did I roll for her already? I did. Yeah, they both failed, so they'll take both.
And reset light. Please.
Oh. Damn.
Can't say
40-20.
Stone's going to have light.
Please. All right. Did you pick? I'm assuming you picked up your torch.
No, I have my lantern on my back.
And then put him back in the turn order.
Oh, man, I broke everything.
You broke everything. What was your freaking initiative?
He was at 19.
19.
All right, so you're there. Okay, everybody situated. Everybody good. Okay, so
Mhm.
that guy took 14. She took nothing yet, so she's gonna take 14 damage. Okay, all right. Anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty, so Rogar takes quick steps forward, kind of vaulting off the side of this ledge here, landing amongst Ignalia as well as a swarm of snakes, and immediately raises his head back and billows out this froth of fire out in front of him, encompassing almost the entirety of this large creature. It envelops around him, hitting this other Yanti, just barely catching her, but enough that she gets burned as well. Neither of them being able to jump out of the way. That being said, this one is going to cast Suggestion on Ignalia. Need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes.
Able to fight it off as this thing tells you to retreat to the back wall and avoid the fight for however long it lasts. Unable to do so, and it looks very frustrated but can't do anything else. Tara,
Who cast that?
the one immediately to your north.
Very good.
Sensing the snakes there, I want to use my bonus action to command my golem to run and jump off the ledge and from the top rope just body slam him.
Okay.
So what do you need from him as far as checks?
Give me a strength check versus, I guess, their AC.
18.
18 will hit. What's the slam?
You want me to just roll
Just
it?
roll your slams, yeah. Roll your slams and give me damage. Nat 20 won't work, though. Or you could just roll just that one.
Okay.
God, plus max, so that's 22 damage. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, from the top ropes, this guy comes flying down, squishing a bunch of these little miniature snakes in the process. You see just barely any of these things are left underneath Mr. Pebbles as he does so. I'm going to half square it. Oh, shit. No, I'm not. There we go. That way you can see it. There's barely half, or way less than half of these snakes there as Mr. Pebbles is just kind of squishing all of them beneath his bulk.
And I will move up to here. And cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on this one.
Okay. Dex save, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, strength save.
Wait, yeah, strength save, sorry.
Oh, they're not. Yeah, 4.
Poor guys.
Alright, so that's 2d6. And then she is restrained.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, 10 damage, nice. All right, this hand erupts. Haven't seen it in quite a while. A hand erupts out of the earth and grabs hold of this Yanti, snatching both of her legs and holding her in place and crushing them. You can obviously hear the sound of creaking bones as she takes a good chunk of damage from it. She is still standing, but she can't move. Anything else?
That will end my turn.
Alrighty. The swarm is gonna go after Mr. Pebbles, just biting at it. It's gonna
Miss.
I got a question since I'm under this suggestion. Does that go into effect at the start of my turn?
Your turn will be spent following out the suggestion.
Right. But if I choose to use a reaction, because I know, I have to spend my turn to basically do whatever it was that she suggested, and then I get another wisdom save. But
We lost.
I couldn't remember how that works. Yeah, Scott dropped. I'll pull him in when he gets back.
Yeah, you're real focused on carrying out the suggestion, so your full attention is going to be to walk away and go to the wall and rest. So you won't be able to take reaction.
Okay. Alrighty. That's why I figured I would ask, because I wasn't sure.
Right. Yeah, something new, so
Yeah.
100% you can ask. Yeah, you're focused on that, so your entire being is just saying, hey, I need to go over to this wall and sit down.
Okay.
All right, so that thing is to try to attack Mr. Pebbles. Didn't even get close to hitting it. Ignalia.
He's not in chat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he dropped from Discord.
Yeah.
Still in there. There he is.
He's back.
Yeah, he just came back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Very good.
Welcome back.
All right, it's your turn.
Perfect time.
Excellent.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna say, well, this is just not gonna do for a dinner party. You didn't cook any of the food, and I'm gonna attempt to impale the restrained one in front of me with my flame sword. Would a nat 20 hit?
Yeah, it's an advantage. So
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
restrained.
yeah.
I turned on toggleable advantage and disadvantage, so it should be using that now.
Yeah, 17 plus another 10, that's 27 damage. It's barely standing.
Okay, so it also is taking an extra 8 because Radiant Soul is still active.
Okay, so it's not barely standing anymore.
It did.
It did.
It did.
3 HP is not enough to stand up to your Radiant Soul.
And then the guy, the big guy is going to take a splash over. Hold on.
Oh, I need to look into that.
He'll take a splash over 12 fire damage.
Damn. Max damage, alright.
And, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna quicken and do it again on him.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
22 will hit him, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to dump a smite onto that
Okay.
for an extra 7.
Just another 7, alright. Burning all of the stuff. Alright, so yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
Hey,
Okay.
Jeff.
Ignalia brings it around, being
Long time no
slightly
see, friend.
perturbed that this one just tried to influence her mind. Brings her blade around, impaling straight through the heart of this Yanti. You see her shudder and gasp as she looks wide-eyed at Ignalia as her flame bursts into, or her blade rather, bursts into flame, encompassing the entirety of this creature. As the flames begin to clear, leaping from the blade and over, away from this creature onto the other one, you see there's just a crumbling husk, black as coal, falling to the ground. You swing the blade again, hitting this large abomination, doing solid damage to it, but it is definitely still standing. Okay.
His turn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Him seeing Stone Skull beginning to turn away is going to turn towards someone else.
Oh, you bastard.
Ignalia. He's going to start swinging at you again.
Disadvantage because he's marked, though?
Yeah, still marked.
Yep, still marked, 100%.
Good luck.
Actually, he's not going to do that.
Oh.
You're going to see him begin to growl, lowering his head down to your level. You see his eyes beginning to burn red. I need Ignalia. Wait, no. I need... How does that work?
Choose
Yeah,
wisely.
I understand that, Jeff.
I can't
I
see.
understand that. Although I do think I'm coming out with you guys.
He can only hit
Thursday?
2 people max.
I think. I'm not sure.
Actually, yeah, no, he's going to go back to swinging. He does not have a good cone area right now, so he's not going to use that. So he's going to swing at Ignalia. Biting first. 12 is going to miss. Constricting. 24 is going to hit.
Nope. Remember, disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage, you're correct. Yep, that's going to miss as well. And 9 is also going to miss as it attempts to hit Ignalia, unable to get purchase as its attention keeps looking back towards Stone Skull.
No.
Just unable to get him.
That's unfortunate.
This one, seeing Ignalia take out its comrade, gonna cast Suggestion again. Need another Wisdom save.
I will come for you next.
Damn it.
Yep.
Able to fight off once
Yep.
again.
Which one was that?
This one up here.
All right. See you in a minute.
All right, Stone Skull, you feel compelled to walk down to your south and kind of sit at the wall and take a little bit of a rest.
Yep. I'm gonna do so. And then I sit down. And I wisdom save.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No. You fail. You start doing it. Yep. Just double checked it. There are no other saves.
What?
You're perma like that?
Until you get to it or the duration ends, one of the two.
You're a pacifist now.
That doesn't... Okay. That sucks.
There's
Cool.
the spell, if you would like to look at it.
That sucks.
And you haven't been damaged since then, so
Yep, I know.
that's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're attempting to take at least a short rest down here up against the wall.
I also lose rage, so...
Alrighty,
Oh, that sucks.
a little
Yep.
bit. Alrighty,
I
this
just got
one.
screwed big time. It sucks.
Yep, found your weakness.
Mhm.
All right, and they knew it was your weakness. This one, I mean, these guys were fucking hell bent on stopping Ignalia. Oh wait, no. This one's holding concentration. It is not going to do that.
Yes, do it. Fucking do it, Havoc.
You won't do it.
Bastard, you won't do it. What, are you scared? Are you scared?
This one is going to step over here and launch another poison spray at Ignalia instead. The spell still doesn't freaking work. Give me a con save.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
You take 10 poison damage as this
Oh my.
gas encompasses you. Steve.
Yeah, big dude's getting stabbed. I don't like it.
Okay. Yeah, 24 hits.
I need to look for
All
something.
right, he's still standing.
Of course he is. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so Steve steps forward, driving his rapier up through the stomach, able to get deep penetration with it, just unable to topple this large beast, this large beast with his attack. But did a huge chunk of damage. This thing's starting to look pretty beat up at this point, blood trailing off all of its wounds, but it is still going. This one, however, is not. It's a char crisp. Tara.
For my action, I will have my hand move to this one and attempt to grapple her.
Okay.
She will need to make a DC 15 strength save.
Let's see how she does this time. Nope.
All right. And she is restrained. And then bonus action, I'm going to instruct my golem to hopefully finish off those snakes.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, 21 hits. 16 also hits.
Have it hit
7
me.
and 11 is 17.
Only he had advantage.
Almost. He crushes all but a few of the snakes with his 2 slams. Just unable to get all of them that are squirming around. You see them, there's barely any of them left, but they are still trying to fight.
The web thing, did that do damage? Whatever happened to this one?
Yeah, she took 11 damage.
Yeah, she took 11 damage.
Okay, she needs a con save.
Oh, this is true. Maybe. Yeah, she didn't have that. Stone Skull, you feel the suggestion as you start to kind of blink your eyes looking around the room. Not sure why you're sitting down. The suggestion ends. Yep, that is a concentration spell. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But you are sitting down on the job right now.
I am.
All right.
My turn will end.
All right. This thing's going to go after Mr. Pebbles again, trying its best to bite into him. Not going to do it, though. They're just kind of there. All right, Ignalia.
Hooray! I'm going to step atop the scorched body of the previous one and attack the new restrained one.
Okay.
25. Alright, so she takes 9 slashing, 8 fire, 8 radiant.
She did.
And the big guy will take 8 carryover.
All right. She is dead. He looks super hurt now.
Excellent.
Yay.
I'm still making my way over to you, sweetheart. I'll be up there shortly, don't you worry.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That it?
Oh, yes.
All right, as you slay another creature, burning the abomination once again. The abomination.
There's no mark on him anymore, and nor on the snake.
Okay.
That drops whenever I didn't get to hit him. Yeah. Yeah.
It is going to look down towards Mr. Pebbles and Stone Skull. I need wisdom saves from both of you. Okay.
Why did fucking Mr. Pebbles get my good roll?
He stole it from you.
Sorry.
All right. As its eyes begin to glow, spreading out, the effect of it spreading out into a cone, just barely getting Stone Skull, unfortunately. But it is enough to hit him. Stone Skull, you see something that you just absolutely fear radiating from this beast. You are now frightened.
Is it a bath?
Possibly, I don't know. It's a lack of beer. Like all the beer in the world
That has to
disappeared.
be it right there.
Yeah, like all the beer has just disappeared. You see nothing but empty tankards in front of you and casks just empty, no ale. Everything has been drank.
Drinking?
Rank.
It's all been drunk to do.
It's all been drank. And you feel the need to run away from that horrible image before you.
Ooh,
What
that one
challenge
that's...
sobriety?
Is that one... So we just had this come up on Sunday. Is that one that says you have to run away?
Yes.
Because they're frightened does not necessarily mean run away.
Here's the spell for you. When frightened by this, you must take the dash action and move away from the safest available rule.
Yeah, I'm just making sure because I got screwed on that one last Sunday too. Not
Yeah,
last
there's
Sunday,
a
this
couple.
Sunday.
Yeah, there's a couple different things that can happen for you.
Yeah.
That one is 100%. Run
Okay, cool.
away! All right.
Yay.
That is going to be its turn, I think. Yep, nope, it can only do one spell. So yeah, it attempts to frighten Mr. Pebbles. Mr. Pebbles like, I don't care. And unfortunately, Stone Skull, still kind of reeling from the suggestion spell, is unable to overcome it. This one,
Yay.
it's done it twice. It can do it one more time. Ignalia, one more wisdom save, please.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
Damn it.
I'll be with you in a minute. I've said it like 20 times.
She is going to start taking away, not seeing the spell working. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's running away.
Oh, darling.
Stone Skull. Safest way out's going to be to the southeast.
Mm-hmm. Dash action?
Yep. It'll be difficult terrain, essentially, to jump up onto this ledge.
Would I do so knowing I'm going to get myself hurt? 'Cause I'm about to leave her range and she's going to be able to hit me.
Well, no, you got to go the other way because you see another enemy there. So you're going to have to go towards Terra.
What do you mean?
So, like, you were here,
Right.
you're going to take off in this direction.
Oh,
Since you see an enemy
yeah.
this way, you're going to take the safest route. That
Yeah.
enemy, bad.
Yeah, enemy
Safest route.
bad.
Yeah, there is still an enemy over here though too. The
Kind of,
snakes.
but he knows there's a
Yeah.
clear path where nothing is going to hit him, and that thing's not going to take an attack of opportunity on him. So it's kind of still got a giant on top of it. So, Jesus, you move far. Okay. Stone Skull takes just, not the beer, and just runs away.
Yeah, tell me what sobriety looks like. What is it applied as?
Stone Skull takes off running. She's dead.
Man,
Steve.
so tough.
I can barely see. Thanks, Stone Skull. More stabs.
ignore that.
Shit. Yeah. Oh wait. Maybe. Possible. Yes, that hits.
Yeah, no, it's still there. So that still works.
Ooh, that's a beefy attack, and you take this creature out with that attack. Just barely.
This is one of those moments I'm glad that we set up the stream view thing.
Oh yeah, so you can still see everything. Because Stone Skull's the fuck out.
Stone Skull's gone.
All right, so Rogar steps forward, bringing another shot in. This creature kind of had its entire body lowered, staring at Stone Skull and Mr. Pebbles. He quickly reaches up and kind of aiming towards the chest, but the creature looks right towards him and inadvertently gets its head right in the path, and is stabbed right through the bottom of its neck, penetrating all the way through its neck and dealing massive damage to it. It falls to the ground, gurgling in pain.
Excellent.
Anything else?
Kind of make eyes towards the one that's over here, I guess.
She's
That
like,
general area.
she's not looking at you. She has no eyes for anything except the wall in front of her, trying to run the hell away. Tara.
We are gonna mimic what happened there. She's gonna need to make a DC 15 strength save.
Yep, just in range. All right. 17.
Oh, she succeeds. For the snakes,
Both those hit. Yeah, it's dead. Smushes the last of these little baby-looking Yanti, getting rid of them completely.
with my last, I'll jump down.
Okay.
And did my turn.
All right, Tara taking it out, trying to move the earthen grasp over to this last Yanti that's running away. Just unable to grab her as she's just furiously running away. But does have Mr. Pebbles finish off his prey down beneath him. These guys are dead. Ignalia, she's running away from you.
I'm coming. All right, I'm making it right there. Hello, friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Not your friend.
Ooh, 11 will not hit.
Ooh, 11 will hit.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
She has no armor.
Wearing
Okay.
cocktail dresses.
I'm smiting.
Okay.
So I'll include my radiant soul damage on this too.
Okay.
It probably died from
See
the
what you
11
get.
slashing.
Is it enough? Not quite.
No? Ooh.
All right, excellent.
What was that?
What?
33 damage.
That was 26 total.
Yeah, 26 total damage. Still standing though.
Yep, end my turn there.
All right, so Ignalia charges down at this fleeing Yanti, able to put herself in between her and the exit, making it very difficult for her to get away. But she is going to still be standing after that attack, albeit somewhat barely. She's dead, or he's dead. She's gonna
Leave my range and get me an attack as opportunity. Listen, I just want her to know that she's made some bad choices today.
She's done that twice. What can she even do? She's just gonna disengage, darting around you and jumping up, spinning 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No, attack of opportunity.
She
Even when disengaging, you got the feat that does that?
Oh, no. Sorry, I didn't hear
Okay. Yeah, she disengaged.
that. Very good.
All right, she moves down towards this door and flings it open. She cannot move any further, but the door is now open, using her bonus action to do so. Stone Skull.
hearing new footsteps and running all the way to the end of the hall. Kind of confused. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, hey. Hand axe?
Okay.
Hand axe.
What?
Oh.
She
Wait.
ran into a skull of the stone.
Yep,
11 hits.
11 will hit.
For 7?
Okay, she's still standing.
No!
Apparently.
That's it.
Okay. Stone Skull, finding himself standing in this hallway and like looking down, very quickly reaches down and pulls out his tankard of plenty and whispers Guinness and sees it refill. Finds himself completely overcome with joy as his fear was not realized. Immediately hears some stomping of some bare feet against the floor, running around the corner to investigate, and sees this Yanti female trying to run away. Throws a hand axe, catching her in the back as she's trying to slip through the door. She grunts in pain, but she is still standing. Steve?
Let's see.
Couldn't finish him, though.
Anything but 30 to here. Before I couldn't get up there with 40 to get to her, right?
Yes, you could. It would take 10 feet to get over the wall. But you couldn't get to her. You would get to the wall, essentially.
Okay.
Up above it with 40.
Then throw a dagger. Throw a dagger.
You have 40 movement?
Yes.
Damn. Alright. Yeah. You're able to climb the wall just past Ignalia. You see her standing before you, trying to rush through this door.
How do you have 40 movement?
He's better than you.
I'm about to have
I'm just
40
like, he's
movement,
not a
too.
speedy
Barbarian.
race.
the,
He's not a monk.
He
Mobile?
took the mobile feat.
Mobile, okay.
What you gonna do? Anything?
I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
15 hits. She had 7 HP. So yeah, go ahead and give me a little narration as you hit this creature in the back with your dagger.
As soon as I climb up the wall and see Stone Skull throw his hand axe, like, that's not a bad idea. Whip out a dagger and toss it kind of the middle of her back. And
All right. So the dagger catches her in the middle
Best.
back. Yeah, pretty much catching her in the spine. You see her arms kind of fly up, in that classic, touchdown maneuver. She recoils from the pain and everything, snapping her spine, and she just kind of falls forward a few more feet, falling in the doorway, unmoving as this happens. And you all find yourself out of combat again.
For a minute.
I want to start searching this big dude.
I pick up my hand axe
Okay.
and then drink everything in the tankard and immediately refill it.
Pick up my dagger and also check to see what she had on her.
Yeah, we checked everyone. Check all the things.
You don't find anything on the big dude aside from his scimitar that he was using to attack. However, on the three others, these females that were somewhat a little bit formidable with their mental attacks on the group, you find
41.
41 gold on the first one, 33 on the second, and 26 gold pieces on the third.
Which one's the third? So the one by Steve.
First, second, and the last one is up here.
41 and 26.
Did that really come out to 100?
Yep.
Huh!
Yep. Sure did.
That's interesting.
Sure
Okay.
did.
Yeah, you find gold pieces on them in little pouches. Not a whole lot else. Short bows, scimitars, and such on the pure bloods, but that's about it.
Alright, I pocket the gold I found on these.
Jingle, jingle.
And I'm taking the pouches too.
Okay. Makes sense.
Also, pocket gold I found.
Okay.
I tell Tara about how much I've missed her earthen grasp.
Alright, I think we're going up.
I mean, is anyone else feeling tired? I'm feeling really tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a ways to go, I think, and I'm getting worn down myself.
I just don't know where we should reasonably rest. We're kind of literally in the snake's lair.
Right.
We could always
Also-
backtrack if we need to.
About this point, my wings have gone away, and I don't want to cross that fucking bridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna put an Aegis on Stone Skull and then have one of y'all smack him so I can teleport back.
It's a good plan. Well, we might as well check, or at least look into that hallway she was rushing off to. Just see what's over there.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Let's go.
As
Alright.
you move towards
Get
this,
in.
looking into this room that she was trying to retreat into, you see this foul-smelling chamber is piled high with trash and filth. As you're looking around, you see that there's not a whole lot in here. Everybody give me perception checks except for Tara as you move into the area.
Perception. Hey.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey.
Stone Skull and Rogar, you each find 11 gold pieces and 75 silver pieces each, mixed in with this kind of refuse and trash that's all around this room as you begin to investigate it. Just loose coins all over the place, no bags or anything like that.
Nothing else of import here.
I mean, unless you find trash important, seems like just a piling ground of some kind, or maybe a den of some sort. Though you couldn't imagine what kind of creature, cough lizard folk, would live in places like this. You do see another door down to your east.
And it's just, you just said it's just junk. It's kind of scattered everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anything like tables or anything like that?
No, it's like piled like old clothes and
Okay.
refuse. Like you see some fruit peelings and stuff that have obviously rotted over time. This place just reeks of nastiness.
Door swings in.
Yes,
of
she
them?
pushed the door open. Yeah.
I'm gonna look over to Ignalia and say, do you think we could stuff some of the clothes under the door or keep it from opening?
I think we could, but then I think we might suffocate to the smell.
Stone Skull doesn't think it's that bad, really.
It doesn't really matter to him.
I just kind of look over at the others.
I mean, I'd prefer not to sleep in here, but I don't see our options being any better.
Tara's not really bothered by the smell, but she didn't really want to sleep in there.
Alright, well, let's try to clear out a corner then.
In the previous room?
No, in here. We'll try to clear out a livable space and then try to barricade the door some.
But Tara doesn't want to.
I
I thought
mean,
you said it
she'll
wouldn't
do
bother
it, but
her.
she's going to complain about it the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. None of us want to sleep in trash, but
Yeah.
we're willing to do it.
We're willing to do it. We'll sacrifice.
I'm just not sure we should be sleeping.
Taking shifts. Can we?
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to try.
It's about the only thing we should be doing.
I think it's going to get interrupted.
Yeah. I think it will too.
It's everyone's call. I'm running out of, well, literally everything.
Oh, I'm slowly dwindling down too.
I am at... You will get no more magic out of me at all.
I mean, I'm not terrible except for my rage, and I can't do that anymore.
Alright, I'm gonna wander over to the far door, Havoc, and I'm gonna... This probably won't work, but I'm gonna use Divine Sense, just to see if anything pops up.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I don't think snake people will count as fiends, but just in case.
Da da da. Mana mana. Da 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 da. Mana mana. Da 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 da. You do not sense anything with your divine sense.
Well, it was worth a shot. Still, up to the group.
I'm willing to try. I'll take first shifts, and that way,
I mean, yeah. At this point, yeah.
At the mention of like sleeping interrupted, I'm gonna remind everyone that I did get a new sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, does it do anything?
keeps us from being surprised.
Yes, and will wake us up when combat starts.
Wait, if that's the
This
case,
is
why
true.
didn't the sword catch that in the other room? Is it only active during long
Ignolia
rest
was
or
in.
during resting?
Ignolia was in nearby.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, like it wasn't like a surprise thing. It was I was magically influenced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise was just really for mechanics
Yeah.
wise.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, if you're
Alright.
if you're within 30 feet of that sword, you can't be surprised.
Hmm.
As long as you're an
Alright.
ally.
All right, have Mr. Pebbles sit against a set of the doors.
What
I
is,
guess.
what are the doors made of?
Something?
Rebar, you say?
I need visuals for my stone golem just so I can see him where he's at on the map.
Oh, does he not have sight?
Yeah, and I don't think so.
Oops. Has sight. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't have a door. They're all wooden doors.
Of course.
Yeah, the stone golem's going to block this one, and I will be standing watch right up against this one. We will be taking first watch. Y'all try and get some rest.
If they were stone, I was going to have Terra mold earth and lock us in here. Okay.
I'm gonna take one of the fine silken robes out of the bag of holding and wrap it around my face to block out some of the smell.
Okay. They're somewhat, not necessarily opaque, but they're very finely made, very light and such, but they do seem to block out some of the smell, not as much as you would like, though. Still kind of uncomfortable. I'm assuming y'all are shutting this door.
Mhm.
Yeah, they'll both be
doors,
shut.
yeah.
Mr. Pebbles is going to be propped up against this one, kind of where the outer edge of the door, and holding it shut. And I'll be at this one, kind of doing the same, leaning up against it.
Okay. You do clearly see that there are no locks on these doors.
I am holding my position up against the door.
Okay.
Stuffing cloth under the door jamb
Yeah.
to try to slow progress.
Yeah. Actually, I will just mold earth right in front of the door and make the earth go up 5 feet.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So it's like a little doorstop, but kind of a half wall.
Door can obviously be broken, but that's fine. Still gonna catch our attention.
I'm already asleep at this point.
Yeah.
So you can't actually do that, Zorn.
Oh,
It has to be loose earth, not work stone.
this works somewhere. Okay, then I will hold position against it.
Okay. Yeah, we have just the reasoning behind that is in one of the campaigns I'm running, we have a druid that can turn into an earth elemental. And one of the effects an earth elemental can do is basically just disappear into the earth, mold into it, and start moving through it with a burrow speed. But it has to be unworked earth, and any kind of worked earth causes that to not work. Mold earth works much the same. It has to be loose earth to be able to mold it around.
Makes sense.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
I think I've let you do stuff in the past, but like I said, we'll just kind of change a little bit of the rolling there to balance it a little bit. So you won't be able to do that, unfortunately. All right, so y'all are propping up against the door, like leaning on it to try to hold it shut, or
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
actually gonna do the same and join her.
okay.
And
All right.
we've shoved clothes under the door jams to make it
Mhm.
harder.
Okay.
So that way they don't just fling straight open. It'll take them a few pushes to try to get it open.
All right. So as both
Yeah,
of
I
you
mean,
are kind of
have the sword. We might as well all just sleep like this.
y'all just kind of sitting down, leaning against the door, kind of pressing
Yeah.
right against it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else, Ignalia, Rogar, y'all moving, or y'all going to stay in the corner and kind of hold up there?
No, I'll come over here and so can you have Mr. Pebble switch sides so I can see Ignalia?
Do what?
Put Mr. Pebbles here.
I will very grumpily go do that. Sleep on pretty much on the other side of Mr. Pebbles.
Okay. So yeah, you all lay down, kind of blocking, stuffing, spend about 5 minutes or so, stuffing some of these this refuse and such under the bottom seals of the doors. Not much to work with, only about 1/4 of an inch, so you can't even see underneath it. Kind of making it more difficult to open these doors, and you all post up, kind of leaning against them, propping your backs up against it, taking deep breaths. It's been a little bit of a crazy ride as you've made your way through this tomb. About 15 minutes pass. I need everybody to give me perception checks.
I heard it. So did Rogar.
Stop
So did
copying
Ignalia.
me.
You stop copying me.
Tara is actually beginning to lull off a little bit, so she doesn't hear this, but everyone else hears. Actually, no, you'll do yours with advantage because hearing. Everybody is able to hear light tapping footsteps outside your respective doors. Those that you understand. Draconic can hear whispers outside the doors, saying, "They're in here. We'll get them in a second. Bust down the doors and take them out."
Do we hear that from one particular side or both?
You hear it from both doors. Kind of the same conversation going on from both doors.
All right. So I will mentally relay that to, Tara and Stone Skull, because I know that Steve can understand it.
Okay, and being told that, I'm going to back away, kind of grabbing Tara and kind of pulling her back with me. And then...
Yeah, and I'm going to cast True Strike on myself.
Okay, as you are taking preparatory actions, everybody roll for initiative. You essentially have a round to prepare since you heard about all this.
Okay.
Hold actions, cast spells, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold action stab through the door as soon as they open it.
Who am I missing here?
I can make some unique combat here.
Tara.
Oh, I guess I didn't take my roll.
Yeah, it didn't roll.
Okay.
Okay, one moment, please. I need to organize myself here.
Also, Stone Skull, you know what's up.
Yeah.
Get you some of that.
Yeah. I think...
It's only 4 guys, y'all. No biggie. Oh.
It's only lizard folk. Nope, I take it back.
You just had to say something, didn't you?
Hold the door.
Too soon.
Oh,
Too
holy
soon.
shnikes.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
So, as we go through the initiative order here, you obviously hear an ambush being set outside the doors, as they weren't too quiet doing so. You will have a turn to prepare yourselves. Yeah. Steve?
Going to... I'm going to wait for Mr. Pebbles to attack the first one to come through our door, and then engage that one as well.
Okay. Stone Skull.
I want to see what your ruling will be on this.
Okay.
I would like to take a piton from my pouch and with the hammer drive it into the stone directly behind the door, dead center, like right here. That way, when they go to open, it's going to basically just brace it and keep it from moving.
Okay. If you would like to do that, give me an athletics check to see how hard you drive this in there.
Okay.
You are setting the DC. 12. Okay. All right, so Stone Skull, you step forward, the door opening from this side, so you slam into the wall there. Knowing it's going to have to open out towards you, you slam the piton with your hammer, one big heavy strike, driving it in there just enough to where the door will definitely catch on it. You feel that it's in there pretty decently. It's going to be difficult to open that door.
And then the rest is just going to be me drawing the sword and just gonna just wait my turn to do anything.
Yeah, that'll be your action essentially on this turn.
Yep.
All right, Tara.
Yeah, I cast True Strike on myself, and then Aegis on Stone Skull for bonus action.
Okay.
And I am getting my hammer ready.
All right, Ignalia.
I'm gonna drink a potion of healing from my bag.
Okay.
I think those are all normal. I'm double checking.
Think so.
So what are those again?
2d4 plus 2.
Yep. Ooh,
All right.
me. Ouch.
And that's about all I can do.
All right. That'll be a bonus action to drink a potion.
All right. As an action, I drink another potion.
Okay. All right. So Ignalia preparing by getting as much healing as she can, and then the fun starts. You hear a resounding voice once again raining out in Draconic, saying, "Now get them!" Beating on the door as he tries to open it. The door opens ever so slightly as you see the green scales of a lizard folk's hand trying to reach through, and it slams against the piton that had been braced up against by Stone Skull, and the door doesn't fully open. You see it struggling, trying to push against it. Steve.
Yes. Buy us some time. Buy us some time.
Our doors have reached yet, so.
Nope. So still holding action until.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Your door, however, at this point flings open, and you see two lizard folk standing
my
there.
My golem's still there to try and.
Oh, okay. Give me a strength check from your golem then.
Ooh.
Retcon that. Boop. Okay, he's gonna try to push it open. He's unable to do it as Mr. Pebbles braces against the door, holding it shut. This lizard folk tries to push on it, just unable to beat him though. This guy's gonna. There. Okay. This one's gonna hold its action. Stone Skull.
Okay. What do I want to do? I'm going to grab on to Tara, pull her back just a little bit. How much ground would be covered by me dropping ball bearings on the ground?
5 foot square.
Okay. I'm going to drop it right in that 5 foot square directly behind the door. And I'm going to kind of back away and kind of prepare over at this door.
Sorry, no, it's 10 feet on each side.
Oh, cool. So then I'll cover just, yeah. Oh, yeah, I can do that too.
Hmm?
Yeah.
You will make some fun, interesting things that may happen in the second.
Fun and interesting things.
All right, so Tara gets pulled back by Stone Skull as he pulls out a bag of these 1,000 ball bearings and just sweeps it across the floor, them covering an entire 10-foot square in the process. Mm-hmm. Tara?
I am going to, for my action, actually cast True Strike on myself again.
Okay.
Literal Home Alone
And
right here.
for my bonus action, I am going to instruct my golem to take a step back and let the door fling open and swing at anything that comes through.
Okay. You already pushed on the door. You kind of gave up for a second, so it hasn't opened quite yet.
Okay. Then he's holding action for this moment it does, and he sees anything. Or
Okay.
since it's whatever golems do.
All right. Ignalia?
I'm going to take a cue of inspiration from Stone Skull, and I'm going to drop the caltrops that I have in front of Mr. Pebbles.
Okay, that will be 5 feet, so that'll cover the doorway, essentially.
Yep.
Right there. Okay. All right.
And
Caltrops on the floor.
I'll just move up to the side of Mr. Pebbles.
All right, I'm gonna move that out of the way just so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, this guy presses on the door as well. Still unable, I think.
Mine was 12.
Oh no, yeah, I can get through it now. So this door gets flung open, breaking the pitten out of the wall. And you see quite a few creatures standing in this hallway
Holy
before
shit.
you. As the door opens, 3 of them throw javelins at Tara.
No. Get down,
17.
Mr. President.
I think that misses, right?
Yeah.
7 and 11. All 3 of them, as they fly across the room, Tara just kind of somehow just standing still. All 3 of these fly around her, clanging off the floor around her as she cannot see them. But they all miss somehow. This guy flinging the door open, though, however, is going to step into the room onto the ball bearings. His foot is going to slip. He is going to try to stand. He is going to nail it, though, and be able to step around it, moving up to Tara. And
I would like to use my held action.
okay.
I'm just going to swing my maul at him with advantage
That 21 will hit.
Yeah.
for 12 bludgeoning damage.
All right, you hit him, but he retaliates with 2 attacks. He tries to bite you. 19 is going to
I
hit.
would like to use my reaction.
Okay, cast shield. All right, so it bounces. He comes down right towards your throat, and at the last second, as you feel the hot breath coming from his mouth, you activate arcane runes all around you that block his attack. He swings the scimitar, but also doesn't hit.
Yes.
I have so many tabs open right now. Holy shit! 70. You will be able to use your reaction to perform an attack of opportunity on him, Tara.
I can't. I just use my reaction.
Oh, you just use
for
it.
a
Okay, yeah.
shield.
So, all right. So he leads himself open, and you just feel like you could get a good attack in, but he just unfortunately the shield took over that action. This guy is gonna step in on the caltrops.
Hooray.
Mr. Golem would like to make his
Ooh.
held action happen.
Nice.
Ow.
He can't move.
He takes
Alright.
1 damage.
1 damage.
It impales his foot, and he screams.
Oh, he's gonna scream.
Mr.
Um,
Pebbles.
Mr. Pebbles, yeah. Oh,
Oh, that misses. 19 hits though.
for 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right, so this lizardfold steps into the room. Immediately lets out a hiss as it looks down at its foot with a caltrop piercing through its hide, the height of its foot. As it's looking down, though, Mr. Pebbles brings one heavy hand down just missing its head, but brings the other one around and clobbers it across the face, dealing a good chunk of damage, but it is definitely still rearing to go.
Cool. I'm going to take my held action, step
Okay.
in front of Nalia, and stab it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Not so much.
No.
Right.
That sucks.
Engage.
All right. Ignalia used her action to do that stuff, so she doesn't have anything. This guy's still in range of people, though. He's going to swing at Mr. Pebbles, who just hit him, but he's going to miss pretty badly. This guy's going to step forward up to here, throw a javelin at Tara. 19.
Oh, that will hit for 4 piercing.
Is your shield still active?
It is still active.
Does it go until my next turn?
Until the start of your next turn.
Oh, nice. And no, that does not hit.
Alrighty. This guy is going to move forward, pull out a longbow, and shoot it also at Tara.
Man.
19
No.
also misses.
Shield OP.
Shield is really good. Still taking shots at Tara. 10's going to miss.
The blind girl dodges
Oh,
all the
sorry.
ranged attacks.
I need to do 2 more of those.
Hello,
Okay,
Neo.
another thing we're going to miss. All right, Rain. This guy's going to move in, also getting onto the ball bearings. Dex save. 12 against a 10. He does not fall. But he moves forward again, going to take 1 more dex save. This time he will fall prone. He moved 15. He's going to use the rest of his movement to stand back up, but he is still standing there. He's going to swing at Tara with the heavy club. 14's going to miss. Steve.
Alright. Try again. Step in front of Nalia.
This one's going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead.
I think we got all the bad guys over here.
Okay, there it is. All right, so Steve takes a step forward, moving past Ignali, kind of reaching between her and Mr. Pebbles, driving his rapier right into the side of the head of this lizard folk as it's swinging its heavy club towards Mr. Pebbles, killing it almost instantly, just trying to get as much done in the shortest amount of time. This guy's going to take a step forward towards Ignalia and swing his heavy club at her. Not even
Also-
close.
Is there a reason I can't see through this doorway?
Probably because I didn't open it.
That would be nice.
All right, he swings and misses. Oh wait, he swings twice. Gotta remember that. Yeah, still misses.
No.
This guy just wants to get inside the room. Dex save.
Yes.
Moves 5'10", uses 15, so he's at 25 to stand up. Moves another step forward.
Yes.
Falls back on his ass.
And he is
Jeez.
prone.
He is prone. All right. This
Someone
one.
start the blender yet?
Yeah, it's getting close.
20, 25. Tara, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Yes.
Hey, you feel this psychic energy commanding you to walk to the opposite side of the room and go to sleep. But you fight it off, knowing I just was resting for a few minutes. I don't need to. And continue the fight. She is unable to get you. Stone Skull.
Yes, finally. Finally. And then I'm going to beat the guy that's on the ground with the great sword. At
Okay, with
advantage.
22 hits.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Okay. Gonna do it again.
Okay. 25 hits. He's not alive anymore.
Yay!
This bumbling idiot trying to stand back up again just gets hit twice. Just get driven into the ground by the great sword. The second attack clearly is almost separating his body in half.
Yes. Okay. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Moving on forward. 15.
Oh, hello there.
Falls on his ass, stands back up, looks over at Stone Skull and brings the heavy club around twice. 11 and 15.
Nope.
All right, both of them miss. This guy, step. You'll have +2 AC to this attack, Stone Skull, with partial cover.
Okay.
12 is gonna miss.
Miss.
Tara.
Tara. Yeah, Tara is going to take a step back, letting them both get their attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
She does not have shield anymore.
7's gonna miss. This guy is gonna try to hit you with the scimitar. 14's also gonna miss.
Alright, so right here. And then she is going to cast
Ooh, what's she gonna do?
on this person.
Which one?
This one. That's
Okay.
still 30 feet, right? Yeah, that's right at the range.
19.
Oh, alright.
Ouch.
It is still there, just not holding her.
It does still do damage. Go ahead and roll it. Says half. Alright, 7. Okay.
And then Mr. Pebbles is going to take his 2 swings at this one
First one hits.
for 8 bludgeoning.
All right. So as Tara takes steps back, both of these creatures swinging out at her, she moves so quickly that just dodges the attacks naturally. Then she quickly raises her hand up in the air from the kind of top or bottom to top motion. Hand springs out of the earth underneath this female Yuan-Ti. She quickly steps over to the side as it grabs and misses, but is able to clip her in the side, doing some damage to her, but not able to grab her. And then Mr. Pebbles wails on the dude. Ignalia.
All right, so he is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Yeah, I will do that flaming sword thing that I like to do.
Okay.
No.
11 is not going to hit.
All right. Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, swinging wide, unfortunately. The flame kind of blading through, or the blade kind of flaming through the air. Just unable to connect with it, though. This guy is going to turn towards Stone Skull and attack 3 times. Or wait, no, 2 times.
2 times.
This is
3
an
times.
abomination.
3 times.
Bite
It-
once, 14,
Nope.
and scimitar, 17.
Matches, so yes.
All right, so it'll catch you for 5 slashing damage with its second attack.
For 1.
Lizard folk is dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna teleport.
No, come on, every time. Is he marked? Oh, he's not. Alright.
No, he's not marked yet and taking any damage.
Alright.
All right, that misses, unfortunately. You find yourself standing on top of these ball bearings, but not moving, able to not fall to them. This guy, seeing a new target moving up, steps up to Tara and swings his heavy club twice. 20 and 23
Oh,
Oh no.
for a total of 10 bludgeoning damage to you.
alright.
This guy is going to move forward, firing off his longbow at Tara twice. 18 and 9.
18 is going to hit.
All right, you take a total of 7 damage, 4 of it piercing, 3 poison damage, kind of burning at your skin as the arrow cuts across your arm, doing a good little chunk of damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
This guy gonna move up and do much the same. 2 arrows at Tara. 15 and 14 gonna miss. Lizard folk is gonna turn around towards Tara and swing the heavy club twice at her. Missing both. Steve.
Swing for Vidalia.
Really shouldn't be there.
Try to put an end to that guy.
Okay. 20 hits. And you end him.
And
I have to make you 2 con saves. Or checks for concentration.
Oh, right. Yeah, for Maximilian.
It's going to be my spellcasting, right?
No, it'll be just straight Constitution
Con
saves.
saves.
Oh, just con.
10 and 18. Yep, you maintain concentration.
Alright.
All right, Steve ends the other lizard folk that came from their side of the room. You find no more enemies seem to be in front of this group over to the top of the screen. This guy's dead. This guy is dead. This guy is not, however. Tara, I need another wisdom saving throw.
Bye, gal.
Rip.
Ouch.
You are commanded to lay down and take a nap
Alright.
right where you are. Stone Skull.
How does that spell work? Is she looking in my eyes?
Yeah, she's kind of looking over towards you, but the eyesight isn't really needed. It's a mental attack.
Dang. Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna try to help Tara somehow. Would that mean the Aegis falls?
No.
Okay.
Unless she actually sleeps, then it will.
Okay. Then 2 to the right.
Both hit. It's
28.
dead.
Cool. And then I'm going to. What am I gonna do? I kind of want to. I can't. Okay. I'm gonna bonus action take a potion of healing, and that's it.
Okay. All right, 2 big hits, cutting down this lizard folk in front of you. Not a very strong creature. Stone Skull able to easily dispatch it, reaching into his pack and taking a quick swig of a potion, wiping this red fluid from his face, looking around at the melee all around him. This guy... How intelligent is he? Not very. Gonna attack Tara.
Yes.
Crit
Oh.
fail. 23
Hey, that
though.
hits.
Yeah.
So you take 8 bludgeoning damage, but you feel the suggestion to fall asleep wear off immediately as you shake your head, realizing you were the influence of something.
And I fell.
And Maximilian Earth and Grass falls apart underneath this other Yanti. But you're awake and not falling asleep now, so that's something.
Alright.
All right, your turn.
I'm just going to swing at the one in front of me. 15.
To the south or north?
This one.
Okay, hits.
Sorry, it's not an Aegis.
Okay, so it's just 8.
Yeah, it's just 8.
Okay, yeah, you hit it pretty solidly, but it is
Is that
definitely
guy? That guy's dead up there by the golem, right?
system. Yes.
Yeah, golem's gonna come down.
Hit.
For 22.
22. Okay, yeah, you're right. It did.
Yeah.
One-shotting it. Just barely.
You know what? I'll instruct him to continue his movement.
Okay, I will need a
His
dex
dex
save.
save?
Yeah, 2 dex saves. First one succeeds.
Oh,
Second one does not. Mr. Pebbles slips on a marble and falls. Oh shit, that's not the right act.
he breaks into a million pieces.
Yeah, he's on the ground prone now, unfortunately.
Oh darn, he's prone. Tara, you can jump on his back and run across to safety.
Alright, anything else?
That will end my turn.
Alrighty. Ignalia.
I am going to move up to where Mr. Pebbles is with 25 feet. I will take a swipe at the lizard folk right in front of me.
Okay. hits.
27.
All
right, so-
Dex save.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 1 dex save to move in.
That was not bad. That was not well planned on my part. Hey!
Yep. Able to move in. But you will have to move out of that space and make another dex
Yes,
save.
I will. This is not going to happen. Anyway, yeah. So that first guy will take 20 damage total, and the guy next to him will take 9.
Okay. Both still standing, but barely.
And now I unfortunately move back.
All right, one more dex save.
Oh,
Yo.
You are prone.
it was
I
a
am-
non-crit one.
Oh, that was
I am a turtle on my back.
that
Yeah.
was
Lots of armor, still oddly exposed.
Uh-huh.
unfortunately
But this guy's
timed.
gonna see you on the ground exposed and attempt to attack you with advantage. 18,
No,
23.
that will hit.
Able to slice you across the back for 9 slashing damage. This guy is going to attack Mr. Pebbles, also with advantage. 22, 22.
Yes,
Hitting
yes.
for 7. This guy
I needed him up here to absorb some damage. I'm sorry.
gonna seeing it's a harder target to hit. The 2 prone guys gonna take more shots at Terra. 9, 14.
No.
2 more coming out from the other one. 16, 18.
18 matches, I think.
Meets
Think.
it beats. Losing your last. Jesus, you're out of spell slots.
Out of spell slots.
All right, so you're able to block the second attack with another set of arcane runes at the last second as the first arrow swings right by your head. Able to somehow survive that shot. Feeling very drained, though. This guy's dead. Steve.
Not that Stone Skull needs my help, but actually, now he needs my help. I'm gonna stab this guy.
Okay. Hit. Jesus.
Oof.
25 damage? Yeah.
Mhm.
He's still alive, barely. Big old hit on this guy. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Steve runs all the way across the room. At the last second, pivots and stops and brings the rapier around, stabbing it all the way to the hilt through the side of this creature, dealing a massive blow as he rips the rapier out of it. It grunts in pain, bleeding profusely from that wound, but it is still standing. He's used it twice. Terra, need another saving throw. Wisdom. All right, able to
Yeah.
fight against it as you feel
Yeah.
another suggestion to lay down and sleep, and you see her begin to retreat backwards, moving through the other 2 Yanti, now in front of her. Stone Skull.
Yeah, we're doing this. 1 and 2 against and 1 to my west. So
West,
the one up
okay.
here. Yeah.
Both hit.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's dead. If he's not dead, then
First
I don't want to
attack.
fight him anymore.
First attack comes through and cleaves a good, almost a foot through his body. You see him gasping in pain, reaching down, trying to hold himself together. And then Stone Skull brings the blade around again, slicing through his hands and arm to finally bisect him completely. And he falls just into a mess of gore on the ground.
Can I? No, I've already used my action. I kind of want to hide around. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do this.
Hmm?
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Dex
one-
save.
Yeah, dex save as you move through.
And 1 will get an attack of opportunity. My dex save is at advantage because I can see it.
Okay, you're able to make it. Attack of opportunity coming out.
Okay.
8's
And
gonna
it
miss.
misses. Okay. Yep. That's what I wanted. Okay.
All right, Stone Skull charges through the passageway, almost losing his footing, but able to charge through and brush these 2 lizard folk aside as he does so. This one, however, is going to turn around looking at Stone Skull and bring its heavy club around twice, missing badly both times. Terra.
I am going to swing at the one in front of me
17 hits.
for 9 bludgeoning.
It's dead.
Mr. Pebbles is going to stand up
Okay.
14 and 22
First one
22
misses,
hits.
second one hits.
for 12 bludgeoning.
It's super dead. It's a pancake now.
And we're both going. Oh, well.
You rotate him.
And
You want to make dex saves moving out.
oh, okay. All right, then we're gonna just both move right here.
All right. Moving towards the new enemies that you see down the hallway. All of them kind of standing stalwart at this point, not retreating further back in. But, there's still 3 of them up. Ignalia.
Yeah, I am going to stand up. How much of my movement does that take? Half?
Half. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up for 15. I am going to...
Yeah, do it.
How much space do I need to do a running jump?
You need at least 10.
At least 10. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to try to walk out of it.
Okay, one more dex save.
No.
Ignalia loses her footing and comically falls back down again.
And I'm down here now.
5 foot closer than you were.
Yeah, made it 5 feet.
There's no deck save next turn.
Nope. All right, so Ignalia getting back up. Everybody in the party just looking a bit winded at this point, but able to. She gets back up, climbing back up, using her sword to prop herself up, and then takes a step forward, and then slips and falls back down on the ground. She kind of just lays there a bit defeated.
I would like to point out that I never removed the silk robe from my face, so I am fighting with a silk robe around my,
Mouth and
makeshift
stuff.
bandana.
All right, well,
Out of Bed Bath Beyond.
there are 2 targets. Left one's going to go for Mr. Pebbles, right one for Terra. So first attack towards Mr. Pebbles. 19 and 21.
Yeah.
For a total of, calculator. What is that? 11 plus 16. So 27 damage to Mr. Pebbles.
Jesus.
All right.
The other 2 going towards Terra. 9 and 14. Those luckily missing Terra.
Mm-hmm.
Do. And Steve.
All right. So
If the rogue falls.
I'm probably gonna fall. Try and make my way here.
Okay, 2 dex saves. Got it? Got it.
Yeah.
All right. I need that thing.
That thing.
Deception check from him.
Oh, okay. Okay. 16. Does not beat your 21. You'll be able to sneak attack him.
God.
If you hit him, unfortunately, the 10 will not connect.
Whatever. I could do it till he's incapacitated.
All right. Or you switch it. All right, so Steve running through and agilely just stepping across the ball bearings, not even touching the floor with his feet, just kind of rolling along with them as he catapults himself through the group, lunging forward with his rapier, kind of seeing this guy fight with that bow. As he puts the bow away, as Steve approaches, though, Steve lunges forward trying to hit him with the rapier, just unable to connect with him as he kind of sidesteps around it. This one back here is out of suggestion, so she is going to take one more step back and fire 2 short bow shots at Steve. 7 and 20.
Yes.
All right, 20 hits you for a total of 10 damage as the poison ekes into your skin as the arrow penetrates into your stomach.
You know what? I'm going to use my reaction to use Uncanny Dodge and have the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Stone Skull.
Okay. I'm going to consider that rough terrain. So that's 20 feet of movement and introduce this ugly woman thing to Gleam Edge.
Okay.
Oh.
11 will hit.
Oh, but that won't.
Oh, okay. Roll me damage for
No.
the 11, and then a D100. Okay. Yikes. Damn, this would have been a perfect time for a 100 roll. Yeah, as you look up at this woman, you know that you've been controlled by this before, and as you kind of look at her kind of shakily, hoping that she doesn't take all the beer away again, you realize that she will be harder to hit as your kind of resounding fear comes through you. You'll have disadvantage on your next attack roll against your target.
Against my target or against her?
Against her. So essentially
Okay.
who you were trying to
Yep.
attack. So
Okay,
against
yep.
her.
All right.
Anything else? That it?
No, that does it.
All right, Tara.
She is marked, by the way.
Tara
Got
is going to move up here.
Okay.
And she is going to take a swing at her. Oh.
Ooh, rip. 8 is missing.
And
Hit and hit
Yeah.
for 18. Okay.
that will end my turn.
All right. One of these guys is undamaged. The one that you hit is a little bit damaged now. Taking some hits from Mr. Pebbles as your maul unfortunately goes wide of this other Yuan-Ti. Ignalia.
I will stand up.
Okay.
Halfway. That's half the battle.
What you guys doing down there?
And I move over here. And kind of having an understanding, having pushed off like 4 attempts, I'm going to launch a firebolt at her down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
32.
Yeah. So as you fire off this firebolt, standing back up, just a little bit frustrated from falling down repeatedly over these ball bearings that your allies set. Not really annoyed with them, just annoyed with your inability to get across them without looking like a fool. That kind of fiery rage builds up inside of you, and as you launch this fireball, you just put a lot of power into it. This firebolt rather flies across the room, soaring through, kind of singeing the hairs of your allies as well as the scales of these other Yuan-Ti, and then hits this female Yuan-Ti right in the face. You see her entire head just engulfed in flames as she lets out a very brief scream, writhing in agony, and then her whole form kind of stops, her hands falling down to her side, and she falls backwards, unmoving.
I'm so tired.
Mhm.
Okay, well, these guys got target opportunities. Mr. Pebbles getting 2 scimitar attacks, 16 and 21.
That second will hit.
All right, for 4 slashing. The other one also has target opportunities. Stone Skull going to get 2 scimitar attacks, 17 and 12.
17 hits, 12 does not.
All right, so it brings the scimitar around for the first one slashing in. You dodge the second one, only taking 9.
Uh-huh.
Hit. 17. Able to do a decent chunk of damage as you react to your ward being hit, or your Aegis rather being hit by this creature. That being it, it's its turn. Steve.
All right. Again, now that I know that he's still alive, I'm trying to fix that.
Mm-hmm. For 21, he's still standing. Big chunk of damage though.
All right.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
All right, quick rapier jab right into its, going low with the attack, stabbing into its thigh. It screams in pain, but it is very much still standing. This bitch, however, is not. Stone Skull.
This bitch over here.
Oh, I picked the wrong thing. Did Rogar just attack this one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hit.
Is it dead?
Nope.
What?
Let's make him dead.
Dear God.
Hit. And it's dead.
Yeah.
11 HP, not enough.
Yeah, so that's it. That's it.
All right. Stone Skull, much like everybody else, starting to get a little wore out a bit, but still able to swing Gleam Edge very heartily, able to cleave through this creature, chopping it down. Tara. 9 damage. Okay.
Oh.
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 Both attacks miss the. Bringing his fist around. Roll me a d10 you want high.
D10 you want high.
Oh,
no.
Go ahead and roll damage for the first slam.
Not sure how I feel about this.
So the first attack goes really wide as he just haymakers through the air, unfortunately catching Steve for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Poor Steve.
Mr. Pebbles betrayed you. All right.
Use my reaction to have that.
Okay. Flurry of combat. Shit happens, man. Ignalia.
Yeah, I will duck underneath Mr. Pebble's ridiculous punch into his square to take a stab at the remaining snake guy.
Okay. $19 hits.
Alright, he takes, 14 damage, and then I step back.
All right. Still standing, definitely getting beat up, though. This guy is going to disengage and take off running.
Oh, he can try.
He's going to get to about there. This guy's dead. Steve, your target is escaping.
How? What the? Yeah, there'll be none of that.
I hope you used your air quotes for escaping.
A little bit.
Need a deception check.
Okay.
He's probably gonna win.
Yep, he wins.
All right, that's fine.
22 hits. Okay, still standing.
All right.
All right, Steve chases after this Yanti, running away. Fear definitely in his eyes, and is able to stab him in the back as he kind of looks back behind him. Unable to get sneak attack, but doing a little chunk of damage to him. He's pretty beat up. Stone Skull.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell chicken.
Smell chicken. Hit.
Oh.
Hit.
Oh, okay. 28? Yeah.
So as Stone Skull charges forward, just as Steve is removing the rapier from the back of this creature, it stumbles forward just another step, and Stone Skull, with a running start, just over, kind of like an axe swing, brings down Gleam Edge once, taking off the leg, the left leg of this creature as it's running away. It screams in pain, hopping for just a moment, and as it's kind of falling to the side with the back swing, he brings Gleam Edge up and slices through the head or the neck of this creature, decapitating, and it falls in just a gory heap. As you all look around, surveying the scene of this battle, just blood and gore and terribleness all around you, huffing and puffing from the series of fights that you've had to go through. Everybody give me perception checks.
Nope, I'm asleep.
Terribleness.
Stone Skull and Rogar, as you're, breathing heavily, looking around, kind of slouched over a bit, you hear a voice coming from your east, down the hallway that you were traversing down. And you hear this tenor voice saying, "Come, whoever is down there, come to us. I have your dwarf." And that is where we're going to end the session for the evening.
Guys, we can't win another fight.
No, we really can't.
I mean, you can't.
Bone dry.
You will die too, tough guy.
I still have second wind, Stone's Endurance, and 3 unwavering marks. And
Yeah,
lots
but
of help.
if you're the
I
only
still
target,
have a health potion.
Yeah, I still have a stone skull that thinks he can win.
I will use.
All right, I'll be in the
my
back row using firebolt.
Just doing sorcerer things.
Just
I'll be
sorcerer
right next
things.
to him.
Jesus. All right.
Oh,
y'all
I'm the Kevin Hart of the party. Obviously, I'm behind Stone Skull.
just tore through this shit. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, this will be interesting.
Like
I
my
like confusion on the bridge.
That was. I'm sad it didn't happen more often with them walking off.
yeah.
I'm glad it happened once.
Yeah, me too. That was my thing. As long as it happened once, I didn't care. I wanted to see it happen once.
All right, I gotta go potty and I'll be right back.
All right. I'll be right back too.
All right.
Okay. So that's gonna do it for tonight. Let's drop over here. Let's do this. Loud music. Okay, and let's find somebody to go say hi to. I think we're gonna go say hi to Welcome Party. Yeah, let's do that. So... So yeah, we're gonna go over there, go say hi to Welcome Party. Wish them luck. They're doing a one-shot tonight, so hopefully they're having a lot of fun. I'll join you guys over there. Thank you for hanging out, and I appreciate having you here tonight. I will see you guys on tomorrow for Civil War Empire. So see you.